one, and we are live here once again at In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I am the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, the most honest man in all of podcasting. Handsome Jackie Jones loves my right-hand man, my audio soulmate, and the enforcer of the Headyverse.
1 inch biceps with the beard.
Yeah.
The power goat. Bah!
Hell yeah. That's
the
right.
Man who tells you what to do. The boss baby. King of all the marks.
Hell yeah. And the man who put the ass to my pounding, the OIB.
I don't know about that one.
Hell yeah. He's got himself on his shirt. Or is that Spexon? No, that's me. All right. Almost like twins.
Grew the beard out, took a week off, grew the beard out, grew the testicles out.
Hell yeah. Now, last week is a national holiday in Headyverse from now on, because it was the national day of the WV. This was a monumental day, a milestone. I was personally touched, and I just feel honored. And I know everyone in West Virginia, including the OIB, because the WV is now an officially recognized phrase on the Urban Dictionary. People think, Jack, that's fucking amazing. I know, because it took a long time. It took years for this to happen, and they finally recognized it.
Over a decade.
Yeah.
And do you know what happened on WV Day in West Virginia?
I do not. What happened?
Just pants getting shit everywhere.
Hell yeah.
You can't go anywhere without shitty pants.
Shitty pants. You see it's just dripping out.
It was. You can brown stains on every ass that passes you.
Damn. I'm a proud man now.
You should be.
Let me get this up. Urban Dictionary. Well, the other week I mentioned this, but it wasn't official yet. I had just sent it in. So you send it in, and they have fact checkers. This isn't just some bullshit. They actually look it up, because I tried this years ago and they denied it. But the WV was in its infancy. We didn't really, get the word out. So I assume they went and looked, and they found a plethora of references to the WV. Maybe all from In Your Head. I don't know. But they found a lot of references and facts, and now it is officially recognized. The WV. When someone in West Virginia shits their pants because of being too lazy to go to the bathroom. This is the official definition. Either accidentally or intentionally, if they can't be bothered. And then this nice person, Nasty Neely, whoever that is, somebody sounds pretty cool, he used this in a phrase, in a sentence. JD was getting close to his high score on his favorite pinball machine and had to take a dump. He decided to do the WV and just shit his pants instead.
Perfect usage.
Yeah, that's excellent. JD, that guy sounds pretty cool too.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
I think the people at Urban Dictionary finally sent somebody down to West Virginia. It didn't take them long. They just looked around. They're like, yep, this was
yeah, it's very accurate. This Nasty Neil E knows what the hell he's talking about. I like that guy. We got a packed chat here. If you're listening on if you're on one of those hacked websites, go on over to the official site on YouTube here and join the chat. Or if you're listening in the future and this is archived, remember Tuesday nights, come on. It's a great listen anytime, but the live experience adds a lot to it.
Sure does. Nothing like being here.
Exactly. All right. So,
before we get started, Jack, since you're wearing the Santa's hat, The Bootio Santa's hat. You're obviously Santa. So I just want to officially make myself your servant, your number 2, your underling, and I will wear the elf hat.
Perfect. Hell yeah, my elf on a shelf. The elf in front of the shelf.
There you go. Elf in front of a shelf.
Trying to think of something that rhymes with inch. EOIB on the. Someone think of something cool in the chat. We'll give him a shout out here on the show.
There you go.
All right. Let's see here. So, did you get to see this ROH show, Final Battle?
I did. I watched all of ROH. I watched all of AEW. And I even tried to watch the WWE.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not do that.
I turned it on.
But it did not turn you on.
It did not. Raw is woof.
Raw is woof. It used to be Raw is war. Now it's Raw is woof.
Woof.
Bad times.
Yeah. ROH was a good show. Final Battle.
Yeah, I thought this was I think all the ROH shows have been good, but I think from top to bottom, this was a really good show. I don't really think there's a stinker. There's some better than others, obviously, but there was nothing I was watching like, oh man, this sucks. It was a really hot show with a couple like really good stuff. Even the pre-show I thought was really fun.
Yeah, it was. Watched the whole thing.
We had Jeff Cobb versus Mascara Dorado. I was surprised Jeff Cobb was on the pre-show.
Yeah. You think if they brought him in, it'd be for the main show. They would have built something up, but
yeah, I could see if he's just hanging around and like you didn't have a big match, we got to have him on the. But yeah, to bring him in, like I assume from Japan or something, seems kind of weird. It was basically almost a squash match. It was fine, but it's kind of an odd.
Kind of throw, but it was still good.
Yeah, Jericho Appreciation Society, which I'm a huge fan of Matt Menard.
I like them both because you always need.
I agree.
The guy to go with the other guy.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah,
I think both of being in this group has helped both. I think it elevated them on the show.
Definitely did.
I do like the suspenders on Parker. I think that's a good addition.
You've always been a big fan of suspenders.
I have. I should start wearing them.
You should.
But Matt Menard, though, this guy is awesome.
He is dynamite on the mic.
He is. And just his whole persona, everything, even if he's just standing around, like he's really chewing the scenery. I don't know. This guy is cool. And they fought the Shinobi Shadow Squad.
I had no idea who these people were. Like I knew Isom from other stuff, but I didn't know he had a tag team with Cheeseburger.
By the name, I assumed they were like ninjas or something, but it was like just two American dudes.
I don't understand it at all.
I didn't get it either. I remember Cheeseburger from the old ROH days.
Yeah.
He's like, funny or whatever, but it's a very bizarre team, I thought. But I mean, it was fine. It was a good match. It was kind of like the first one. It was quick and good.
Yeah. Isom had another tag team with somebody. I thought he was in that one. I didn't know this one existed.
And then we had when Willow Nightingale comes out, she gets a superstar reaction.
She does, yeah.
I think she's got a likability about her. Like it's hard to like hate. She just looks fun. And she, for whatever reason, she connects to the crowd. And to me, anytime someone connects to the crowd, you should really run with it.
But I don't see anybody coming out with that old school, just like good guy, happy energy that she has. Like,
yeah.
To me, the last person I saw do it was Bayley back when she was a face, back when she was a good guy.
Yeah, like especially in NXT.
Yeah, in NXT and when she first transitioned over.
I think you should really run with her on either AEW or make her like the top face in Ring of Honor.
It's like they hint at her being a top person, but they don't ever push her. They don't give her enough TV time.
I remember the first time I saw her in one of the older ROH shows under AEW, and I had no idea she was, and she had the same reaction. I was like, wow, like people really take to her without they were taking to her with no push at all, and she's had some TV time now, but still not a lot. And I think she's way more over than just like a handful of the AEW women.
And if you've ever heard her on the microphone, it's just been a little bit. So she's the only thing she's doing to get herself over is the way she comes to the ring and what she does in the ring. Yeah, and it's working. It's working.
So yeah, later on, Athena won the title. I think that would be a perfect feud because Willow's like the classic baby face, and Athena's new attitude is she's very mean, and so I think it would work.
Did you learn that Athena's new attitude is that she's very mean on the ROH show? Because I did. Like, I don't know when they.
I think on Rampage a couple weeks ago. Yeah, but it's been fairly
Rampage, so that's probably the one.
Yeah, it's been fairly recent. I actually thought this was probably Athena's best performance later tonight, but. So Willow beat Trish Adora, who I wasn't sure that was, but fun match, and Willow's just so over it makes the match good.
Yeah, she's fun to watch, even against somebody I don't know.
Yeah. No, that was a good pre-show match. Top Flight versus the Kingdom, and going in this match, I was like, fuck, Top Flight's used as a jobbers to these fuckers, the Kingdom, fucking Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, and boy, I was pleasantly surprised.
I was too. I think Top Flight's good. They should run with them. They're what they wanted Private Party to be when they first signed them. Top Flight's way better in my opinion, but I don't know why they got Taven and the other guy if they're just going to job them out though. Like, why did you even?
I don't know why you could just stop there. I don't know why they got these two guys.
There you go. Like,
but it is weird if you're going to get them, at least do something. At least try.
If you're going to get this horrible tag team, you think you'd at least be all about them, but they just put Top Flight over.
Yeah, okay. But it was a surprise though. I think most people assumed that the Kingdom were going to win since they're established Ring of Honor people.
Yeah,
but I'm glad they did.
AEW beat Ring of Honor.
Tazo in here says, "Is that the guy who bagged Jack's groceries at the supermarket?"
I did not bag your groceries.
No, the cart. It is not the cart guy.
Is that a metaphor for something else, though?
Of euphemism. I do see the cart guy, but I don't think he knows who I am. Either he doesn't recognize me anymore, or he's like intimidated because he never comes up and talks to me.
You are a new man. He may just not know who you are anymore.
I've had other people like that, but yeah, he's I'm not nothing against the cart guy, but I am happy because he's a guy who he kind of talks at you and then you start to reply and he just pays no attention whatsoever. He just goes back.
I've got to admit, I've been guilty of doing that to some people I don't care to talk to before.
Yeah, but he goes up one to talk to you and just tells you all this bullshit. And then you start to reply and his eyes glass over. And
I just wanted to talk to you. I didn't want you to talk back.
Yeah. So then we started the actual ROH show. Blake Christian and AR Fox. I have to say AR Fox has been impressing me since he came to AEW. Versus La Fashion and Gobernable.
Yes.
Which I actually know is a big group in ROH because my brother loves them. He has a lot of shirts of theirs.
I did not expect AR Fox and Blake Christian to go over in that.
No, me neither.
Like, it seems like a random tag team put together.
Yeah, like two not job guys, but like right above the job guy level.
It's like two guys you put together on a Dynamite for a one-off tag team match to lose to a tag team.
Yeah, to an established team.
Yeah.
And either Drilistico was like actually pissed, or he did a really good job of pretending to be pissed.
I'm trying to remember what this was.
So it looked almost like a botch. Because AR Fox rolled him up and pinned him, but he had his shoulder up and he did. And then he just went nuts and beat him with a chair and just went crazy. Like I assume that was all planned, but he did a good job of actually acting really pissed.
You think it might have been a shoot, huh?
Maybe.
You got to be careful saying that; you'll get banned.
But it was good to have this because you do kind of think, oh well, we know who's winning this one, and you had some differences.
Yeah, that's always nice, but seemed very random with that tag team they put together.
If this would have been later in the show, it probably wouldn't have worked. But being the opening match, it was a good match.
Yeah.
Then we had Athena Martinez losing the title to Athena, and I like Athena normally. But she never really connects to the crowd. But I think being a heel works a lot better for her.
Yeah, I enjoyed her in NXT.
I did too. I enjoyed her in WWE, but I haven't thought she's really taken off in AEW.
She's not at all. No. So instead of dropping the ball on her, they switched it up. They're trying something different, and I'm behind it. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I like her being the tough badass. I think it works.
Yeah, it was a quick switch, and then put the title on her though.
Yeah, I was surprised because Mercedes Martinez, had some buzz behind her, but yeah.
I can't say I had much buzz for Mercedes Martinez. She has potential. She's big. They could do something with her, but.
And I used to have a cat named Athena.
So that's why you like her.
Mm-hmm. And the cat, though, this is not a knock on Athena the wrestler, but my cat, I named her after Athena, the goddess of wisdom. But she was so stupid. She would chase her own tail, which a lot of cats do. But she would scream when she would she'd bite her tail, and she would do it so hard. She'd go, ah. And she'd jump at her shadow on this wall.
So the name is kind of a joke on her.
Yeah. But I didn't know this when I named her. And she'd watch Ida Fish Tank at the time. She'd sit and watch them, and she'd fall asleep and fall off the banister. And people always say cats land on their feet, but she wouldn't. She'd just fall off and thud on the ground, on the floor.
Is she still with us?
No, she's not, unfortunately. Then I had what I called him the mini cat. And I think I called him Mickey, but he never grew. We found him and he was only like this big.
Really?
He never grew. He didn't live very long, unfortunately, but he probably had something wrong with him. But he became friends with Athena, and he would go and he'd jump on my screen door, but he was so little and he'd just hang on it and look, and it was kind of cute. And then Athena would try the same thing, but she's big and fat and rip the screen off, and it didn't work. But I also remember she had double paws, which I know there's another word for that, but so she could pick up her food. And she would go up, and I had birds too. I had all kinds of animals. And she would put her paws out and stretch them out. And the birds would come up. I assume they sensed that she wasn't going to do anything. And she would pat the birds on the belly. It was very cute.
She wasn't a very good cat, was she?
No, she was not. No.
Was she too better as a heel?
She never had the heel turn, so I don't know. She's kind of like Willow, though. She's very lovable. But Willow's not lovable, stupid.
Just one time she pets the birds on the belly and then just...
Yeah, that would have been a good heel turn. Swerve in our glory defeated Shane Taylor Promotions, which is Shane Taylor and JD Griffey. Which I feel bad for JD Griffey because the tag team is called Shane Taylor Promotions, and it's him, his name, and then the other dude.
Yeah.
It'd be like if welcome to the Jackie Jones show, and it's me and Incher.
That's pretty much what it is now.
It's not right. I went in not really expecting anything from this, but I actually end up liking it.
JD Griffin is the Andy Richter of the show. He's just there.
Yeah, poor dude. I kind of like this. I liked it when the big dudes were in and just kind of pounding each other.
Yeah, I know you like the big dudes pound each other.
Yeah. There was a lot of each other. I know you were probably getting excited too, thinking maybe you might see some BBC.
I was just watching all the JYDs in the ring.
All the future Hall of Famers.
Yeah. I thought Swerve in Our Glory was done. I was like,
that's what I thought so too. They've broken up enough. I'd kind of like to see them just go their own separate ways.
And see, I didn't know about the backstory of Keith Lee walking out on Shane Taylor. So when I learned that, it's like, well, he kind of did it again with Swerve. So that was kind of nice. They brought it back. And,
Yeah. I'm glad that's something they need to do more often, is show the backstories on these things.
Yeah, especially for ROH not having a regular show.
Yeah. So I would like to see more. I kind of like this dude. And I looked him up too. I guess he used to be like 450 pounds. And so he's still a big guy, but he's lost like a lot of weight.
I was like, how much is he now?
Like 3 something. But I mean, he's lost like 100 pounds. So.
He doesn't look very tall. So if he was taller, I could see him being 450.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could get back together and you'd have like these two big giant dudes. Because you don't really have like a big giant team. Well, I guess you do with the 6-man guys later on, but
they are about the same size, which is good for a tag team. When you looked at Shane Taylor, though, were you just a little bit like going back to the "Give Me That Fat Ass"?
Not for the dude.
Did you start singing it under your breath?
No, maybe if the theme has got a pretty good butt, doesn't she?
He does.
There's something about Swerve I just don't like, even though he's good, like he's a good wrestler, but I just don't care for the guy.
I saw him a little bit in WWE. I didn't care for him there. And he used to be like the main guy in MLW back when they first started. Didn't care for him there. I don't see what everybody else sees in him.
Me neither. And he's not a bad wrestler, but I just don't, I don't think he has, I mean, he has personality, but I don't think it's not something that really appeals to me.
And he has a rap gimmick, but he doesn't come to the ring like Max Caster or Ron Killings. He doesn't rap. Look.
Yeah, I remember then he came out with a rap guy at one of the shows. It was some dude I never heard of.
Yeah.
He's got to come out with like the Fat Boys or something.
Some of the legends.
Exactly. Run DMC.
I think some of the Fat Boys are no longer with us.
I know, unfortunately. I actually asked them once if they would do a theme song for me.
Really?
They actually did reply, but they wanted money. But I can't blame them. I mean, they're like no person. I was just kind of being goofy on Twitter when I used to use Twitter a little bit. I don't use Twitter not because of political reasons. I just don't like it.
You've never?
No, I've never liked it.
Disliking it now if you never liked it.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna throw it up there. I want to be like, oh, I'm getting rid of my Twitter app. Like, who gives a fuck?
Are you a real Fat Boys fan though? Did you watch the Fat Boys movie?
Oh yeah. All you can eat for $1.85 or $1.95, whatever it is.
Was that
That's
in the
a song
movie?
in it. It's a song.
Oh, okay. Was it Disorderlies?
Yeah, the Disorderlies.
Disorderly, yeah. I watched it.
Chubby Checker and the Fat Boys. Do the twist. That was Chubby Checker is the first musician I ever saw in concert.
Really? How was that?
It was I was I don't know, 8 or something, and he was playing at the Barnstable County Fair.
Were you in the audience doing the twist?
In my memory, now I could be wrong. He just kept singing the twist over and over.
I don't know of any other Chubby Checker songs.
I tried to interview him on Inside Your Head a few years ago. And when I was doing my research, I found out he didn't even originally do that song. Someone else did. And I was like, man, like that's like what he's known for. And he didn't even write the song, or like he wasn't even the first guy to sing it.
The only song that you're known for is a cover.
Yeah, I was like, man. I mean, I guess the other person they're not known at all. But.
Yeah, true.
The Embassy versus Dalton Castle and the boys. I was sad that my team lost. I'm a big fan of Dalton Castle and the boys. I was hoping they would keep the 6-man titles.
I kind of had a feeling they were going to put them on the Embassy just because it's a creation since they got bought out by AEW, and it does seem like it's going to be a big team. But I agree. I think Dalton Castle and the boys should have kept it.
My only well, a couple positives is I would like to see Dalton Castle used as a singles. I do think he's one of the better ROH guys. Not only does he have a lot of personality, he's actually a really good wrestler. He does a lot of cool throws. He wrestles like maybe you wouldn't think he would. And I will also say I've never been a Brian Cage fan. I do think he works better in a 6-man because he does, when he wrestles singles, he does all these flips and dives, which I think is a detriment to him. And it looks like he's setting stuff up and he's not smooth at all. I think he'd be better off working as a big guy. In a 6-man, he can just come in and do a couple big moves and it works better.
I agree with you there. Did you see him in the interview before the match when they were talking to the embassy, though?
No.
The main guy, the manager, I don't know his name, he was doing all the talking. Brian Cage was just behind him looking lame as
he always does. I remember
looked like he didn't belong there
when they were in the faction before. Was a team when he was one of the Team Taz, he would just stand there and look like so lost.
I guess I didn't notice it then, but he looked completely out of place.
Yeah, he looks great, and it almost kind of ends there. I don't know. I know people think like he should have been the champ in AEW and stuff, and I was like, come on, like besides just being a jack dude, like what the hell's he got going?
Who said that?
The people who are obsessed with jack guys, like they just want like Scott Steiner to come back. And
was he the guy that lost the belt, the Impact belt, to Tessa Blanchard?
I don't know.
He was champion around that same time. I think he might have been.
Yeah. I heard so much about him before he went to AEW, and I was looking forward to it. And then I was like, man, this guy sucks.
Yeah. There's nothing about him. Like, he's not good on the mic at all, but nothing about him that's horrible. He's just horrible.
Yeah, he doesn't wrestle. He wrestles a style that doesn't benefit him. Like, it's cool that he's athletic, but he'd be better off working a more traditional big man style than maybe doing like one dive or something.
Yeah, I guess when a guy like Keith Lee does that, they do it like once every few matches, and it's a big deal, and it's like really cool to see.
Yeah,
Brian Cage just does it as part of his routine.
Yeah, it's all his moves, and they like look very like choreographed, and it's not smooth. And I've always thought that small guys should wrestle a different style to stand out. And someone like him, he's a big dude. He should use that to his advantage.
They need to bring the Warlord in there to teach him how to wrestle as a big man.
That's not a good example, because I remember I like big guys who were like, there's something about them that stands out. But I remember as a kid, and I'd watch like the house shows, and every time there's a Warlord singles match, it was just so bad. You kind of look like the Warlord now that I think about it.
Thank you. Maybe I am the Warlord in disguise under the juice.
But I remember, it'd be like Warlord versus Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Oh my God, this is some of the worst stuff I've ever seen.
They need to bring Warlord back to face Wardlow.
Oh yeah, that would work. Wardlow versus. Yeah. All right. Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia.
That was a good match.
This was really good. Yeah. I in my mind, the idea of the pure championship would be very dull and boring, but I really liked it. I think both guys use the psychology of what the match should be, in the match at work.
A few things with Garcia. I think that the fans were really getting behind him when they were kind of hinting at turning him face. I was all for it. I thought they should have went with it, but he makes such a great heel. Like, I think they did the right thing. Mm-hmm. And as far as Wheeler, I'm afraid he might get lost a little bit now that Regal's gone, because he was kind of blowing up. Now they took the title off of him. Regal's probably gone. So,
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's because I was there at that Rampage when it was really felt like a star-making deal when he lost to Moxley, but like they added him in. It was a really good angle. Match.
It really,
without like his mentor there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where I
like him, but
yeah, I hope he doesn't get lost because of this. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, my brother during this match, he messaged me. He's like, he thinks Daniel Garcia is one of the most improved guys. I was like, yeah, he is really good.
When he came in originally with 2.0, I thought all of them were garbage. Like, soon Menard stood out really quick, but I was like, who's this little skinny guy? Like, he doesn't look like anything. He looks horrible. I couldn't stand him, but he's proven himself.
Yeah. Those, I know, like, people say like Jericho like buries all the guys with him, but I disagree so much. Like, I think he's really helped them. And his original group, I mean, he really helped Sammy Guevara. He was just kind of a goofy guy with an animal head, and then he's like a legit star in the company now.
Yeah. The only one he can't get over is Jake Hager.
Yeah, he's just beyond. He's been around a long time, and he just doesn't have the only thing. I think the hat's the best thing he's done.
The hat's the only thing that might get him over.
Yeah.
That's probably Jericho's idea. He's like, you know what? Nothing's working. Let's put this purple hat on you.
And I like the tease that if Claudio lost, he had to join the group, and they were going to make him the hat trick. And I was like, I'm just thinking, well, he's going to lose, and this will be this angle that he's stuck in this really terrible tag team with the hat trick. And
it's totally a WWE thing that would have happened.
Yeah.
But luckily, even though everything said they were going to do it.
Yeah. That was a good tease that didn't come true, because it made me think Claudio was losing.
Yeah.
The next match is just awesome. The Briscoes versus FTR and the for the with dog collar match. Probably the best dog collar match I've seen.
That's got to be up there for match of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of one I enjoyed more. That was really good.
Because I've seen a lot of dog collar matches, and usually they stink because you can't really do a lot because you're connected by the neck. Especially with guys who can do a lot. It actually usually limits them. Like, they can't do a lot of moves. I remember I think Saturn was in one and they couldn't do a lot. I like the Piper one, but this is like 30, almost 40 years ago now, Piper and Valentine. That one was good. But yeah, this was great because it was old school blood. It was very like violent, but they also were doing a lot of cool stuff.
They were. The Briscoes, FTR too, they always have good matches. They're gold together. I think if you're going to take the titles off of FTR, the ROH titles, that was the way to do it.
Yeah, I agree. And this whole show made me excited for an ROH TV. It's too bad it's going to be on a pay site, but I'm tempted to get it for a month and see what I think of it. I mean, I was like, who wants to pay $10? But I was like, then I thought, like, what the hell's $10? I don't know. I bought this pay-per-view. I don't care.
So I agree with you on that. And I probably will try it out. We'll see. If I watch it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I won't. Yeah. But if you're going to do the pay thing to watch ROH, do you not just put like your dark and elevation on there as well for content?
Well, I think no one really watches. I think the not ratings, but the views of them have really like gone down a lot. So,
I mean, I don't ever watch them.
But yeah, I don't watch them either. But the setup of the Briscoes, especially, that's one of the big ones. Briscoes as tag champs has me interested to watch the TV show. So I might get it, like you said, for a month. And if I really like it, I'll probably keep getting it. And if I find I don't really care that much, I probably won't.
Yep, same here.
It's too bad. I would rather it was on TV, and I'm sure they do too. But
I think an ROH show instead of Rampage wouldn't have been a bad idea.
I agree. I've ever since Rampage started, there's been shows I like, but it's been very missable for the most part. And the time slots death for because it's clearly the B show. Yeah. If it was an ROH show, the time slot still wouldn't be good, but at least it would be like, well, this is the only time I get to see Ring of Honor. Yeah. So I think it would do a little better.
I agree. If you got that time slot and Rampage is not doing that well, I personally can catch it or miss it. I would have tuned in at least for the first few ROH every week to see what they did with it.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would just focus on making Dynamite good every week.
Yeah,
which it usually is for me. Rampage a lot of times is not even just missable. A lot of times it's just bad lately. But then there'll be really good stuff on it once in a while. But I think it's just a lot to write. But I think 2 promotions is really good for AEW because they do have such a big roster. And if you keep them separate, don't be like the SmackDown and Raw where you saw them together all the time and you knew it wasn't real 2 separate companies, but you have to have different commentators. They have a different ring announcer, so keep them separate. And then when you do every once in a while, like oh wow, the Briscoes going to wrestle the Acclaimed or something, like it becomes a big deal. You can do a lot with an interpromotional match every now and then, but don't do them all the time and do it very very rarely.
Do you think an interpromotional match every now and then, or do you just do it once a year,
like a pay-per-view,
ROH kind of a deal?
Yeah, you could do something like that. Or if someone has a long run on Ring of Honor, then they jump over to AEW. You keep people fresh that way.
Yeah.
But you have to really keep them separate.
With the Young Bucks,
I'm glad that I hope we don't see ROH all over the show anymore, because that's just, there's too many titles. I think the only one that actually worked was the Jericho, because I think Jericho is great, and I like the angle where he was just going to destroy, ROH legends.
Yeah, I did too. Wish they would have done more legends with that. But with the Young Bucks and Omega, I think they're more about the fluidity of going in and out of New Japan, ROH. So I don't expect they will keep them separate, but I hope they do.
Yeah, I do too. Samoa Joe versus Juice Robinson. They had a hard time following the last. Anybody would have.
Yeah.
So they were kind of put in the death spot. I thought it was fine, but I just thought it was like impossible to follow.
It's probably the match that I was most uninterested in from the main show.
It seemed an odd match, even Hive on it, because Samoa Joe's been feuding with Wardlow and other people, and all of a sudden, Juice Robinson, who we've barely ever seen, is on here versus Samoa Joe just out of the blue for the title.
Yeah, didn't expect that one. It's like they bring Juice Robinson in, but they don't ever run with him, I guess, because he's got Japan commitments or something. But it's like you just see him here and there. He's kind of like the guy who opened the show, the Hawaiian guy, I can't think of his name.
Cobb. Jeff Cobb, yeah. And he doesn't have, at least to me, he doesn't have like that. I don't even name, but like Jeff Cobb seems like a bigger deal to me than Juice Robinson. So if it would have been Samoa Joe, Jeff Cobb, I think that would have been a bigger match.
I mean, literally.
Yeah.
The meat on meat action you like.
Yeah. So this was fine, but the main event I really loved. That was Claudio versus Chris Jericho. Completely different match than FTR and Briscoes, but I loved it. And I saw some people did not like the finish, but I loved the finish.
I did too. I thought it was great. It was a good match.
I think it's something you should do more often, is have people win with one of their big moves, because then it makes near falls more believable.
Yeah, and it puts over their move too. Like that's
because he's never won with the big swing. So it's like, it's cool. People count along to, but if he actually wins with it once in a while, it's like, oh, he might, when he gets that on, that might be the end of the match.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you think Claudio's just a Ring of Honor product now? You don't want to see him on AEW anymore?
It's like I like him a lot, but yeah, I would keep all the champions just on the Ring of Honor show, because that's another problem with AEW. Way too many titles on the show.
Yes,
especially when they had all the ROH belts on.
If you are kind of relaunching ROH, though, he is a good guy to have on top.
I agree. All 3 champions, or 4. I mean, Athena's the women's champion, but the 3 Briscoes, Claudio, and Samoa Joe. I think that's 3 top. That's really good people to showcase on the show.
Absolutely, yeah. Big
and
names.
I like Athena right now too, so that's cool.
Yeah, they were all big names, except for the Briscoes. They were all big names in WWE as well.
Yeah, and the Briscoes, I think that having the Briscoes there, it makes the show seem special because we know we can't see them on the Turner shows
anywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. I think it's kind of nuts when people say like Tony's keeping them off the other show purposely. It's like if he didn't want these guys, like he just wouldn't have hired them.
Yeah.
It's like it makes no sense. Like
it's like what you said about keeping the roster separate too. The way the Briscoes have just doing ROH shows, it makes them feel like an ROH product, which they are. They've been there forever.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the Briscoes, tune into ROH.
Yeah, they have like a mystique about them. Like, I only can see them on the show.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I really thought that was a great pay-per-view. And honestly, going in, I didn't, but they didn't announce that Briscoes match until Rampage, was it? It was like the couple days before.
It was really late. The whole card kind of just popped up. So.
Mm-hmm. It was going in. I wasn't really. I thought I don't know, but once they announced that one, I was looking forward to that. But I ended up liking the whole match, the whole show. Even the Joe Robinson won the great. Like actually, it was a pretty good match. I just wasn't that interested going into it. But even that, like I wouldn't say it's bad or anything.
No, it wasn't a bad match at all. Just unexpected, kind of random. But
yeah, the time of the show is odd. It was like 3. I think the pre-show started at 3:00 on Saturday.
Oh, I will admit I had no idea it was starting that early. I go in to watch it that night and realize I got to watch a replay.
Yeah, I didn't. It was very weird.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were that intro. You were so into sloths.
Well, you tell one person you like sloths and you end up with a bunch of sloths.
Yeah, I think I sent you a sloth or two.
I'm going to hold a sloth in January.
Is that a euphemism? Or?
No, I'm actually going to get to hold a sloth.
Did you like buy one on the black market or?
No, I'm going to where it's at. I'm going to pay money and I'm going to hold it and pet it.
Where is the sloth at?
It is in Mexico somewhere.
Is this legal or is this like a donkey show? A sloth show?
We'll find out when we get there.
Is it sloth from the Goonies?
Not to my knowledge.
Guys!
I think he passed away too. You're just all about some dead celebrities tonight.
Tazo says I can get you a sloth bearded incher. He's got his hookup with the pet store.
I'll take it.
Jackson says Incher's gone off the deep end. His pupils are all dilated too.
What? I don't even know what that means.
We need to do it to like a drug test.
I am straight edge. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
Don't drink, don't smoke. What you
straight edge Incher.
All right. So you also watched the Dynamite.
I did watch the Dynamite.
Dynamite!
Oh, yeah.
What happened to Dynamite? I remember it was pretty. Oh, the Starks and MJF. This was like fucking promo of the year.
That was unexpectedly amazing.
Yes.
Ricky Starks is another one that I just hated on. Like NWA, he was awful, but he's really coming to his own. I really like him.
Yeah, I remember when he first came in, he had like, to me, he's like that pencil neck.
Mm-hmm.
But I started to like
pencil
him.
Neck geek.
And then like with Hobbs, he really started to show personality. I was like, oh wow, this guy's got something. And now, like, if hopefully they keep going with the guy, that was like a star-making performance because MJF starts, and I was like, oh man, this is a mistake because MJF is like burying this guy, and the crowd already doesn't think he has any shot of winning. Now they're just boo. They probably end up booing him and think he's like a bum. And then fucking Starks just hits it out of the park and is just like he upstaged MJF. I was like, holy shit.
He did. I remember when he first came into NWA, they were talking about the next Rock, and I was like, bull. This guy is not the next Rock. But if he proved anything, he proved he can be like Rock on the mic. It was
great. It was awesome. So I hope, because I don't expect him to win the title. because I think it's too early to take the title off MJF. But I hope they don't just forget about him after this feud.
This could be something that elevates him to that next level, though. Just like Rock when he was in Nation of the Nation of Domination, when he went, I think for the IC title, something. He went for something, elevated him to the next level. This is Ricky Stark's chance to do this.
I mean, it would be after that. If it was anybody else, I would say just pull the trigger and put the title on them. But I don't know. I don't know about taking on MJF so quick, but it would be unexpected. So I don't know.
No, you got to keep it on MJF. He needs a long title run.
I agree.
Because he's just now become that top guy as well.
You could also make this a series. It doesn't have to be one match and it's over. You know, they could have like 2 or 3 matches.
Yeah, absolutely. And it could go over the span of time. Like Starks could still be the guy that takes it off of him in a year and a half when he's, more established.
But that's a issue in AEW sometimes. I think people have a lot of momentum and then they stop it. Orange Cassidy kept rising. He defeated Jericho, which was his biggest match of his career. Yeah. And then right after that, he just did nothing for quite a while. And I was like, man, it really was Eddie Kingston, same way. Those have been a few guys.
Yeah, they had a chance to make Eddie Kingston, who's not a young man. He's an older guy. They had a chance to put him right up there when he was doing his stuff with Moxley, and they didn't follow through with it.
Yeah. So I hope that doesn't happen with Starks.
Yeah. I think his will be a little bit different though, because he is a younger rising talent. But we'll see, because they did bungle it with Orange Cassidy. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. What else? I can't. That was the standout for me on Dynamite. It's almost a whole week ago, so I can't remember.
Yes.
Anything else you remember about? I just remember. Oh, we had like the best of 7 continued. I've been really liking these matches.
Yeah, they've been good. I don't know where they're going with it. I don't know if it's just a easy way to bring the Elite back or whatever, but we'll see.
Yeah,
they've been good matches.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, what do you do? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
We find out.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to take Zooms?
Sure.
Or did you want to talk about anything else you watch? I didn't watch everything you watched.
I tried to watch Raw. I can't say I made it very far. Seth Rollins has blonde hair now.
Yeah, for all the talk of this being so much better, maybe it's slightly better, but I find it basically the same. I mean, there's things like they can say wrestling and tight, but to me, that's like such lame praise. It's like, wow, they can say wrestling on a wrestling show. Like, that's not a huge improvement. It's just so stupid that they couldn't at any time.
Well, that won't last long because apparently Vince McMahon says he's going to make his big comeback.
Now, can you imagine? Are they just going to? What if everyone they rehired just gets refired?
Regal will be pissed off if he's going to WWE.
Yeah, right. You're fired, Regal. Johnny Wrestling, get out of here. The Good Brothers, get out of here. Road Dogs fired again.
It wouldn't be the first time. I don't know. The main event of Raw was Rollins versus, I think, Lashley for a number 1 contender for the U.S. title. And I was like, when did that have value in WWE? Like, it's not had value in 20 years.
Nah, I know people pretend like it's a big deal when someone wins one of those titles. And it's like, I know it's not. I've been watching WWE my whole life, and I know none of this stuff matters. Part of the reason I stopped watching it. Yeah. There was up until like the mid-90s, but after that, it's not mattered.
Doesn't matter. They put titles on people to get them over.
Yeah, the world titles, the only ones and they have 2 world titles. But like They do protect like the Roman Reigns title. Obviously, it's protected really well.
So does he not have both belts anymore?
I don't believe so. I think maybe does he? I guess he does. Maybe he does.
I don't know.
Maybe they just have the one title, which is good. That's good. Yeah. But I mean, he's had it for like 2 or 3 years now or something. So they've done a good job with that, which they normally do protect the world title, but the US and the T and all those other belts are.
They've been tarnished for so long. It's hard to make them mean something again.
I think I remember when A-Train won the IC belt is when like it was just like, it was like A-Train and the Godfather. I enjoy the Godfather, but I grew up the IC title was, they always put it on the really great wrestlers or like Honky Tonk Man. And Godfather was a fun guy, but he wasn't like.
You mean you're not on the A-Train train? He's one of those big old meaty guys that you like.
They still have to be good though. He was not. He never entertained me. I don't think he ever entertained me one time.
You must not be into the piercings then.
I'm not. I don't have any piercings. No tattoos and no piercings.
His whole name was a piercing joke.
And then the A-Train. It wasn't even. He's like the train. He's just the A-Train.
Just A-Train. It's not as cool as the Ice Train.
I guess I'm like anti-train because I said I didn't like A-Train or the Ho Train.
You're right. You hate trains.
Mm-hmm. That's your family business.
Choo choo. Have you ever traveled by train?
No, actually.
See, this is why you hate them.
I've like a subway, but I don't consider that like I know it's a train, but I'm thinking like a locomotive.
Yeah, an American train.
Yeah. I was the few times I thought about it, when I looked it up, it was like way more money than flying and takes like twice or 3 times as long. So I was like, what the hell? Why am I going to do this for?
You need to take a bullet train. Go to Tokyo.
You're going to go like Tokyo or something?
Yeah, go to Tokyo. All the wrestlers skip the bus when they take the bullet train so they can waste some time playing video games nowadays.
Fuck the video games. The only video games you should think about are Slasher Man 8-bit designs. Those are good. If anyone, I have one left. I sold all the other hats and scarves. I got one left. Enzo and Big Cass. If you super chat me tonight, $12, you can get the last Santa hat I have. And it is Enzo and Big Cass.
Nice. You mean Big Bill?
Now, all right. So Tony Khan, who I'm a Tony Khan fan, but he said that I don't know who said this. Maybe it was either Tony or it was Miro and his wife said that like they just don't have anything for him or whatever. And then so I'm like, we got a Miro's great.
Yeah.
Then when I say this, then I see people say, oh yeah, you got to get rid of Orange Cassidy and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And I was like, well, that's kind of, you don't get rid of people that are actually like super over. That's just stupid. But there are guys on the show that aren't over that you could have on there instead of, you could have Miro on there instead, like the Firm. Yes. You could have, and the main guy, nothing against Big Bill, but his role is he's the big monster. Miro could play that role so much better. He's better in every way except for he's not as tall. And you can't teach that. But I buy him more as an ass kicker. He's a much better promo, more charisma. He doesn't look lost all the time. A much better wrestler. So Miro out there. This Firm, this is one of the things in AEW when that comes out. I always think like, who the hell likes this? Why are they so fixated? Why do they love these guys? And who thinks Stokely Hathaway is so great that he's got to be on multiple segments every week for months?
It's just a random collection of guys who weren't doing a whole lot, and Big Bill.
The best ones are the gun club, and they're better when they're not stuck with these assholes.
They don't fit with them anyway.
No, they're better just by themselves.
Doesn't make sense. I don't get the point of them. But
and they say CM Punk said he that's a guy he wanted to work with before he left, was he wanted to work with Stokely Hathaway. Now I'm starting to think, what the fuck, Punk? No wonder they're like, fuck this guy. They're like, no, it's like, but the company pushes Stokely Hathaway, so they must think there's something in this dude.
Did Punk say that, or did the company say that?
I think Stokely said it.
They're probably just trying to bury him, making him seem like a dumbass.
So, man, I really want to work with Stokely Hathaway and Pretty Peter Avalon and QT Marshall. I actually like QT Marshall. QT Marshall is like my guilty pleasure.
QT Marshall?
He's my guilty.
Wow.
He's my guilty pleasure because he comes out and he clearly thinks he's like awesome, and he's like so like just this guy. And I think that to me that's great that he has such a big he thinks so much of himself, and I get a kick out of the name QT Marshall, and he just looks like this guy. I don't know. I get a kick out of it. I'm not saying like he's world champ or nothing, but I get a kick out of him. Could he be gone and it would mean nothing to the show? Yes, but I personally get a kick out of him.
So Brian Cage, Muscle Man Cage, you're like, that guy is worthless, but QT Marshall, he's got something.
The difference is QT Marshall is like a low-level guy on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really do that with Brian Cage. If you have someone who looks like Brian Cage, you can't just have him out there as like a job dude. So you have to do something with him, and then like it's like, God, do we have to do something with this guy? But I did say I do think he fit better in 6-man.
Yeah, he does. You can hide him more in a 6-man.
I think there's too many factions in AEW. I don't agree with that. I actually like the company built around factions. I think it's a little something different.
Same thing they do in Japan and Mexico. They just have, sometimes guys will be in multiple factions too. Just be factions.
I like it. I think you could set up feuds that way. I think the trios belt works good in AEW because of that.
I will say that
not all the factions are great, is all.
With all the factions, as solo Steve Austin kind of a guy, don't trust anybody, would really stand out if they
yeah, they could do that with like Eddie Kingston or something.
I like Kingston and Moxley together though. Wish they'd work on that. Even though
I really like the group, I think once the Regal was gone, you just disband the Combat Club because you don't have the Blackpool anymore. If someone new starts watching it, you'd be like, what does this even mean?
Yeah. Plus, like Danielson and Moxley, they just, I don't know, they don't fit.
They fit together with Regal because Regal explained it.
Exactly.
Without that, there's no connection.
Yeah.
Why would these guys hang out?
Yeah, Moxley just by himself just don't fit. I mean, I could see Danielson and Yuta starting some kind of wrestlers thing together, but Moxley doesn't feel like part of it.
I agree with Golga about disbanding the firm, but never disband the factory. You've got a caveman and my boy QT Marshall.
Wait, they've turned Caveman Camarado into something else.
I know, now he's like the Godfather or something.
Yeah.
He actually, I honestly think he's just been watching, not even Razor Ramon, but I think he's been watching video of before he was Razor, he's the Diamond Stud, and he's just like trying to be the Diamond Stud. It's very weird.
I think they need to bring Kevin Sullivan and the Dungeon of Doom back to ROH.
I am all about Dungeon of Doom.
And they can raise PCO back from the dead since he's not.
I'm into this.
And they can unthaw Caveman Camarado like Encino Man, and he can just be like a crazy caveman with a club.
I am all about this. The Pinnacle doesn't exist.
It's gone. That was years ago.
Yeah, that doesn't exist. All right. Tazo the Greek and Lexar looked very confused. I think he's confused by Intra's beard.
It's still me, Lexar.
Do you think Intra looks better with the beard, or do you think he looks better shaved?
Shaved, not stirred.
No, the beard is better. Bearded Incher is best Incher.
Hell yeah. Is Tazo got the wacky tobacco?
Don't worry what I got. Where'd you find this clone, huh? Did the CIA contact you? What the hell?
Yeah, we always got fucking conspiracy theory Tazo here.
This guy's glowing like a Christmas tree. What the hell is going on? Where'd you get this guy?
Fucking Incher. He helped. He started the show with me.
I must be having a flashback.
He grew a beard.
I think that LSD is finally paying off. What the hell are you talking about? I've never seen.
You know OIB, 1 inch biceps, the power goat.
Tazo, you grew a beard. We still recognized you.
Yeah, we know you. I mean, sometimes I could tell you're on the crack, you're off the crack, but you're still Tazo.
This is one of them deep fakes, right? It's like CGI or something. You contacted like Robert Maxwell's children, Jeffrey Epstein's former, handlers to get you some weird.
That reminds me, I want to see the return of topical gimmicks. So, they don't know what to do with Scorpio Sky. He gets an all black mask with the eyes zipped up, and he comes out and he starts waging war against Colt Cabana, and then eventually MJF. Fucking money gimmick. What do you think? Then you got Sonny Kiss. You establish Sonny Kiss as a big baby face. Then you got this militia gimmick, and they come out and they're like, what? They will not they don't want the crowd to watch Sonny Kiss matches. Like the public cannot see this.
That's terrible. That's a dog whistle, man.
These are good gimmicks. That's why I should be writing this show. Good times. We get thrown off the air, but it'd be good. It'd be good for a couple weeks till they get canceled. That is the problem, that you can't do anything like this nowadays. Forestdale Custodians, the Flea, he says Intra looks in fine health.
Thank you.
Yeah. He does look a little drunk now that you mention it.
It's the light minds, I believe.
All right. I think Intra looks kind of like Wardlow. I mean, the Warlord.
What? Like 1989 Warlord or 2022 Warlord?
Just facially Warlord.
Oh, okay.
This is a true story, unlike all the other bullshit. I say, when we met the Warlord of the Barbarian at FanFest, the Warlord,
I remember
he was sitting at his table. He just openly pulled out a bag of just all types of drugs and just started doing them right at the table, like handfuls of pills. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? This guy don't give a shit.
That's a man's man right there. He is not straight edge like me.
What the hell is Lexar doing?
Is he watching an episode of Bewitched when they switched Darrens? Because that's what I feel is going on here.
Next week, I'll shave my beard so you recognize me again, okay?
Trying to find a picture of Warlord.
Trying to become a man for once.
Didn't they switch Warlords too at one point?
What? What do you mean switch? I mean, I think Warlord always had a beard.
Tazo doesn't recognize people when they grow beards, apparently. Like, there's a new Warlord. Orange Cassidy's starting to grow a little bit of a beard. He probably doesn't recognize
so like, he's like, why is the Warlord out there? See?
This is Bizarro, man. Bizarro world.
There's OIB with the beard up here.
That's me.
And there's Jonathan Jackson. Look, man, you had a big ass beard there, ain't you?
Yeah. Tazo doesn't recognize me in any of these pictures.
There's like there's like way too many inchers. You can't every time you kill an incher, another incher comes back.
I do think Incher
right.
when he shaves, this is who I think he looks like.
When I shave, I become a really lame version of myself.
Give me 1 second here. This is Incher shaved. Hold on. Let's see here. Now tell me I'm wrong. Does this not look like OIB when he shaves?
I lose some of my muscle mass when I shave.
But he was a badass. He won. He was like the king of the 3-rounders.
I think I should be that for next Halloween on the show.
Yeah, be Butterbean.
Yeah.
No
I've never eaten a Butterbean.
They're horrible.
I don't know, man. Jojo Brown says, "Oh man, Talzo made a Bewitched reference." Did you know this in Salem, the home of the witch trials? Now you think about it. You can go there. This is how weird Salem is. You can go there and actually go where they killed the witches. You know, well, they were just innocent people that they claimed witches. And then you could also go and see a big statue of Bewitched. And it's like, this is so stupid.
Was Bewitched set in Salem?
No.
I didn't think so.
They would have killed her.
That's true. Well,
they did not burn any witches, though, in Salem. They were hung. Or crushed. The crush sounds awful. They'd put the people, and they'd put like a board over them, and they'd like put like a big rock on it, and like try to make them like admit that they were a warlock. I think they did to the guys, and like, no, I'm not a fucking warlock. And then every day they put it more and more until they would like get crushed to death or admit that they were warlock. Then they kill them, but you'd be like slowly crushed to death over days. Like, what the fuck?
I think I'd rather just have a giant boulder dropped on me all at once.
Well, that's the whole point, is like they make you suffer.
Is that how we're going to test whether this is the real incher or not?
Yeah, we're just going to keep adding Incher. Yeah, it's fucking Inch, man. I don't know. Just because he has an elf hat on doesn't mean it's not Incher. The thing is, I'm Santa and Incher's my elf.
What do you think, Tazo, that Jackie Jones cannot tell the difference between one Southerner and another? He just thinks that they're all the same, and somehow I'm some random guy who slipped in here and pretended to be. I
know Jojo Brown. He's a hick too.
I mean,
and, Vic Schiavone. He's from from real like Southern. He's like Alabama or something.
I don't know. I'm not convinced, but you got me. I no, it's not him. It's not him. Damn it. Where is he, man? Where's the real incher? Damn it.
Right there. He's got himself on his shirt.
Oh, dang. I'll shave next week. You'll recognize me again.
You know what it is, Tazo? What's throwing you off? He has the camera flipped. Normally he has the camera towards the door. Now he has it towards the wall.
Yeah. Different background.
Yeah.
I think
this is behind the camera.
We need one of them boulders that you were talking about. Just weigh it.
So I went on a walking tour of Salem, and this is one of the stories they told us. This dude, they said he was a warlock, and he said he wasn't. And so it was like 8 days. They fucking putting rocks on for 8 days. And like his ribs are all crushed and all this, and he finally died. But he died never admitting he was a warlock.
So if you admit you're a warlock, are they still going to kill you?
No, then they just kill you quick, I think.
I'll probably go with that.
It's just a bad time. It was a weird thing though, because we were standing there and they had this like I don't know, 10 by 10 area, and it was just filled with tombstones, but they were like this, back to back, like dominoes, but like stuck together. It was like, well, how the fuck could people be buried in there? And then they said what they did was the parking lot we were on is the actual burial ground. And then they took all the tombstones and just stuck them in this, like stuck them together. I was like, what the fuck? This is like the movie Poltergeist. This is a haunted parking lot. you wouldn't even think that'd be legal, would you? You could just rip up all the tombstones and fucking put asphalt over all the dead people and be like, oh, we can park here and go look at the Bewitched statue.
I'll tell you one thing, you don't want to fall asleep in that parking lot.
No, it's fucked up. And then they were like, and look at these buildings. Well, then there was like this old prison where they used to make people just stand. You'd be like, you'd have to stand and they pour water and stuff. And then they made that into a hotel. I was like, boy, that sounds like a fun place to stay. And they're like, look over there. And it was all these buildings with red tops, big red roofs. And the Parker brothers stayed at that motel and they looked out the window. And when they were making Monopoly, they're like, oh, we're going to make those the motel pieces.
Nice.
This
So,
is
serious question, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still kill witches in Massachusetts?
No. Now they make statues of them. There are a lot of witches. They're the what do you call them? The Wicca.
Yeah.
fake inch. After Jack saw all that later that night, he went
That's
out.
not that you don't
Fair
talk to
inch.
Steven that way.
He went out to the parking lot with a spray can and he painted a couple of pentagrams, Jack did. And he
I was called the devil again today. I've been harassed more since like the last 3 months over wearing like horror-esque stuff than I have in my whole life before this year.
Hey, the devil, he's a pretty cool guy.
Whoa! Holy shit.
Kanye.
Now wait a minute. I know the devil and he's not a cool guy. I'm gonna disagree with you there.
All right, Mr. Jones.
What does your shirt say, Jack?
It says straight out of the North Pole.
I thought it was going to be Krampus.
Oh, I had Krampus on when they called me the devil. I had a Krampus hat, a black long trench coat with a Krampus scarf and a Krampus pin. And like, you're the devil. But the worst part was Halloween. I was in Boston. So I get off the bus, I walk out, I'm going to Annabelle's driving up to pick me up. And this guy comes running across the street and he's like, Boston, we're a Christian city and we curb stop Satanists here. Watch your back, Satanist. I was like, what the fuck? At first I didn't know I thought he was talking to some guy behind me, but he's yelling at me. I was like, what the hell?
So the last time you came to the South, Jack, last time you saw me, did anybody down here call you the devil?
No, I went there honestly thinking everyone was, because I wore a Motel Hell shirt and I was like, oh man, I shouldn't wear this around here. They're going to try to burn me at the stake or something. But I'll be honest, I only saw one rebel flag. I thought everyone would be waving the rebel flag and
Draped in rebel flag.
everybody be, riding down the street going, yeah, shoot their guns and stuff. But honestly, everyone was cool. Just one rebel flag, and it was on some farm way out in the middle of nowhere.
So everybody was cool here, but up there,
Yeah, there's a real rise in fucking crazy shit. And then so that happened. Then I was walking around in my own town and I was in the parking lot and the pickup truck came up to me and I had my headphones on, which I normally do. And he was saying something. And I was like, what? And he's like, do you think that's appropriate? I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I think he said Satan pizza. I was like, what? Like your hat, Satan pizza. And I sometimes just throw a hat on. I didn't know what the hell it was. So I took it off and I was like, oh no, it's a museum in Hollywood. It was the Museum of Death. He's like, what do you think that's appropriate? And I'm like, whatever. So I just kept going, but it's fucking crazy. People are fucking nuts.
Sounds like one of my fans.
Jesus Christ. The devil's not good.
hard for a Satanist living in a small town, isn't it?
It is. It's gonna push me to Satanism.
Everyone just needs to embrace love. I mean, just love everybody and everything, regardless of its history.
I embrace Jack, even though he's a double minority. He's a Satanist and he's a Freemason, but I still love him. So no worries, man.
I love those Freemasons.
Also Italian. Does that make him a triple minority?
What is he? Italian? He's a plumber?
Hey, it's a spicy meatball. Hey,
I love plumbers.
I'll get behind that one. So yeah, I'm half Italian, Tazo, and like a quarter German. And when I told that to somebody, they're like, "All you need is some Japanese. You'll be the axis of evil." I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I guess that'd be kind of cool.
Those guys are all right.
You gotta love the axis of evil. Yeah, we just gotta get over it. No, you can't get over. My granddaddy told me about the Satanists. They're not good people.
At least you're not wearing a Balenciaga mask like this fucking jackass Jonathan Jackson over here.
The head of the
What the hell
table.
are you doing, dude?
He's one of your heroes. You should get the reference.
Who, Kanye?
Like the triad of Tazo.
Or Baal or Moloch, one of your favorites. Jesus Christ.
Who?
And now
Where
you
is
bring
he?
this clone on here. You bring this guy. You're trying to pass him off as incher. All right.
Who?
Amateur.
We've got the OIB. We've got a full stack here. Let's go around. We're gonna go around the horn, see what's on everyone's mind. Mike and Besselar, I know you normally don't have a lot of time. So what is on your mind, my friend, my buddy, my pal, my amigo, my compadre?
I had to call in this week because you outed me last week and revealed that I actually don't ever listen to the show. I think I was.
Well, I'm glad that your moles told you.
Well, the truth of the matter is, Incher and I are third cousins because we're both from Huntington,
Oh, okay.
and we
We're all
both
related.
Oh, so that
So
that also means there's a little bit of what else is going on there.
So we meet at GD Ritzy's and he gives me talking points about every episode, so I know what to talk about. And that's what's been going on all these years. And
So that's how we got in the
also-
magazine.
He also sent me this shirt.
Hell yeah, sweet. In your head. That one's on Amazon. Free shipping with Amazon Prime.
It was a good deal.
It is pretty sweet too. It's pretty rocking. I forget the guy who drew that. I should know these people. He's a good guy.
Just make something up.
Yeah, it was JoJo Beans drew that.
And I couldn't pass on the opportunity to actually interact with Bearded Incher in cyberspace too.
Yeah, he is your cousin.
Yes, Mike, since we meet so often, can you please defend me and tell Tazo that I am Incher? Just grew a beard.
No question about it.
There you go.
I mean, I've been to your house. I've seen that room from the other side.
I've been to the house too, Tazo. I've been to Incher's house.
Yeah,
You celebrated National WV Day together too.
Yeah.
it's kind of like all those years watching Seinfeld when they just sit around the TV and you only saw it from that one perspective. But imagine if you were sitting on the couch with them looking the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
This time.
Yeah, you'd see a wall of sloths and chia pets.
There's always that one episode that gives away what's behind the camera a little bit.
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
This is me in color.
Since Tasso's on the line too, I have a question about his Greek heritage. I want Tasso, what do you do to celebrate Ohi Day?
What's the Ohi
He
Day?
rolls around in a barrel of tzatziki.
What the fuck is Ohi Day?
It has
He's
a
He's
dog
not
with
even
it
really Greek. He's yelling in the
Oh.
Incher that he's no longer Incher because he grew a beard. He's not even a real Greek.
Well, I know Ohi means no in Greek. Is that the day I say no to my uncle who's trying to rape me? What
What
day is
the
it?
hell?
It's been a lot.
What the one day you say no, what do you say yes every other day?
Yeah.
It's the day that the Greeks said no to the Italians and refused to and they refused to let them occupy, and that's when they went into the first phase of the war.
I mean, I know the Greeks kicked the shit out of the Italians.
And
Yeah,
the
so-
Germans.
Awesome. That's awesome.
You know
I will
what
cele-
though?
I'll
Our
definitely celebrate
pizza
from
is
now on.
far superior. Greek pizza fucking blows.
I'm gonna celebrate Ohi Day from now on, Jack.
I'm glad I called in.
Yeah, you're bringing the A game here, Besselars.
Bringing the hate.
You gotta have some love, like Ye Jackson over here.
Mhm.
Yay,
H
Jackson.
brother.
Yay Jackson should be a t-shirt.
That'll be our next shirt, Ye Jackson. All right.
Yeah,
JoJo Beans, draw me up some Ye Jackson.
Yay Jackson should be on the ballot for Rookie of the Year.
It's
If I'm
not too late.
Jonathan Jackson won it last year, but this could be Yay Jackson's year.
Could be.
I'm on the presidential ballot in 2024. So yeah, let's go.
That's impressive.
Is Tazo your running mate?
He could be.
No, it's good. It's gonna be
your campaign manager.
it's gonna be Stephen Butler's gonna be his running mate, and he's just gonna
Just
take
sitting there
all of North
sleeping.
America, all the way down to Mexico. I should so I don't want to grandstand any longer here because I know Steven's got to get to the Raw report eventually.
All right. Well, you're a good man, Beslar.
Yeah, take care, everybody.
You
Good
as well.
to see you again.
Well, good
You
night.
go on pretending you listen to this
See
shit.
you at our meeting.
See you guys.
Goosey, what's on your mind, buddy pal?
Well, I think we got to get to what's on everybody's mind. Lexar, how does your mom look naked?
Hell yeah! Naked mom. Naked mom. Lexar! Is your mom naked? Are you just staring at this like TV?
He's trying to aim the camera away from his mouth.
Uh,
Look at the new NXT Women's Champion.
yeah,
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Throwing the babies in the air. Who gives a fuck?
Is that a real baby?
It was a real baby.
Whoa,
Don't
whoa,
get
whoa.
Tazo started. He'll think I'm fucking trafficking kids. or something.
No, but did you see Vince McMahon's spouting out again?
Did I see what? Yeah, Vince
Yeah.
McMahon's gonna come back and
The day,
set the show straight.
the day of the documentaries, which I'm currently watching on Vice, comes out. He spouts off. How convenient.
It's not accurate.
Yeah, definitely not.
Mm-mm.
We've got a Vince denier.
I like that Vince McMahon guy.
What?
Yeah, he only raped women. What's wrong with that?
My granddaddy, he told me stories about Vince McMahon. And he's not a good man. I'm gonna disagree with you there.
Oh,
Think you got a 5th grade education on Vince McMahon.
Now, Jack, when Vince McMahon comes back, are you going to watch WWE Raw SmackDown to see
Hell
how much
yeah.
improved?
Will you be intrigued?
It's gonna bring it back to 3 months ago when the glory days.
Where nothing was different.
It was just that wouldn't that look, I don't want to see people lose their jobs or whatever, but wouldn't that be something if he just comes back to power after they rehired everyone he fired? They have all the women on it, and then he just comes back. Yeah, I mean, it would be it would not be awesome for the show. It would be awesome for me and awesome for this show.
It would make you laugh.
It would, yeah, it would be pretty wild.
They'd all be in
They'd
the
have to
Kiss
do
My
it-
Ass Club.
They'd have to do a sequel to the documentary. They're like, whoops. Man.
Oh man.
Nothing to watch.
What do you think the first thing he would do if he came back?
Fire Johnny Gargano.
I think so. Lexar, he'd love it if McMahon came back.
Vince McMahon to Lexar is like Roy Cohn to fucking Donald Trump. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? No
No,
idea.
actually. But what's
No.
on your mind, Tazo?
Nothing, absolutely. So bearded Incher, how do you do that? How do you talk like Incher? How do you pull that? Did you
Just opens
study
his
him?
mouth.
I
Have you
just
been
talk.
studying him for the last 12 years?
What are you talking about? I just talk.
Incher's older than 12. The
He doesn't
hell?
laugh like
You
Incher,
must be
though.
on the crack
Are you
tonight.
still going to be attracted to him if he's older than 12, Tazo?
Whoa,
Oh, whoa.
There's some blackmail, there's some Mossad shit. No, wait a minute, man. How do you do that though? Are you from West Virginia?
Yes, I'm from West
No,
Virginia.
that's a bad question. How
We
come
just
I'm the only one
celebrated
questioning
WV
this
Day.
guy?
West Virginia, because everyone knows we're not conspiracy theorists like you,
Because
Tazo.
you got hate in your heart. You need to just open up your heart and love everyone.
Yeah, thank
Love
you.
the Incher, Tazo.
Thank you, Kanye.
Embrace
typically,
Incher.
Wow, it's like I feel like I'm going through the MK Ultra program here. What the hell is going on, man?
I agree with Gogo. He says, I got to say, WWE under Triple H has not been much better. I agree.
Can't watch it with him. Can't watch it without him.
What's on your mind, little boy Lexi?
I think Johnson Jackson kind of pays homage to Super Invader in WCW.
That's
With that
exactly
whole-
what he's going for.
Mhm.
Not Kanye.
Keeping it
Hope he
topical with
doesn't
Super
stab
Invader.
Goosey in the shower.
But he's going to stab Goosey in the shower.
Damn.
That makes you the Bruiser Brody, Goosey.
Mhm.
Making
Is
all
that
the
all that's
movies.
on your mind,
Oh,
Lexi?
boy.
Lexi?
I'm ready for the Raw report.
All right. Well, before we get to that, we've got Jackson. What is on your mind?
Oh, all kinds of stuff, man. You should see what they're doing in the government. I'm trying to change things for the world, but forget all that stuff. As far as the world of wrestling is concerned, absolutely nothing.
Hot damn. All right. Well, I know he's a big Baron Von Raschke fan over here, Jackson, but we're going to get to the Raw report.
Even looks like
This
that.
is my music for the Raw report this week. I'll have that one ready one of these days.
Oh, you're not ready for that yet.
That was my jingle bells. Can you even hear them?
That's the signal for the Raw report.
Raw report.
Well, let's see here.
Basically, like rubbing my nipples.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, share screen here. Oh, you
Technical
disabled it.
difficulties on the Raw report.
What the fuck's going on?
I've got the intro here. Oh, of course, I pressed it wrong.
Raw report. Raw report.
Raw report.
Raw report. Doing the Raw. Yeah,
right.
hell yeah.
Never mind that. All right, let's get to the Raw report, shall we?
Hell yeah.
We shall.
So we're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin this week. Bailey and Dakota Kai and Io Sky are walking to the ring for the opening match when Becky Lynch shows up and basically beats up the tag team champions and runs them off. And then we immediately go into our first match of the night, which is a #1 contenders match to determine who will be the next challenger for Bianca Belair's women's title, Raw women's title. And it's Bailey versus Alexa Bliss. And I really wasn't expecting Alexa Bliss to win this match. I was kind of thinking that they were going to go back to Bailey, but this was rather sloppy. I guess.
Slipping a slap.
This wasn't.
Slipping in a slapper.
Yes, it wasn't their best match. Let's just put it that way. But Alexa Bliss hits her.
I'm glad Juju B's not on the line with Ye West here. Get it? Juju B.
She be canceled.
Those are the double juice.
Go on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my foolishness.
So yeah, I mean, this really wasn't. I don't know what it is, but these two just didn't have the best match in the world. Let's just say, but Alexa Bliss, yeah, she hits her Twisted Bliss move and surprisingly pins Bailey and becomes the number one contender for Bianca Belair's title. And Bianca Belair gets in the ring and they're just standing face to face. And I think it was Bianca extended her hand she wanted to shake Alexa Bliss's hand, but Alexa wanted a hug instead. So when Bianca extended both of her hands for a hug, Alexa just grabbed her and looks like she was going to hit the Sister Abigail move on Bianca Belair. And almost like she became possessed by Bray Wyatt, and then she let Bianca go and then walked out of the ring, leaving Bianca and also the announcers kind of speechless as to what did Alexa Bliss just do, kind of thing. So let's just say that I wasn't a big fan. I think they should just probably bury this. It wasn't. It was okay when it happened. Alexa Bliss being with Bray Wyatt, but I'm really not in a hurry to see the return of it.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
And after a 2 hour wait, let's get to the Raw report.
No fucking intro.
Bearded intro.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Well, what's funny is later in the night you saw.
Oh, it's Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Carrot Top's here.
You saw later in the night that what the hell was the name of the doll?
Oh, the hell is
Lily or something?
Lily.
Yeah, sister or Dexter Loomis was carrying around. I think it was
yeah.
So yeah, confirmed that she's going back with Bray.
Oh, I certainly hope not. I really hope not. Besides, he's on SmackDown, so like. So anyway, she wins the match.
That just hurts my head. I don't know about that mitten guy. He sent me this. It's supposed to like scratch your scalp, but it just kind of like rips your head apart.
What an ass. Insensitive.
I might see that guy. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Real quick, should I go and see Mitten in Atlanta?
Yeah.
What do you think? Can he be trusted?
Only if you're willing to be drugged.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he drug Jack?
Because
I am the drug.
The government just doesn't want you to do drugs. Do all the drugs.
Yeah. Last time you saw him, Jack, he did force moonshine down your throat. So
I think I've seen you. I think I've seen him since then.
no, the last time you saw me, he forced moonshine down your throat.
What? All right, enough of this shenanigans. Let's get back to this Raw report.
So we get a video recap of what happened on SmackDown. It was they were in Pittsburgh, and Kurt Angle was there with Gable Steveson, and he redid the milk bath thing from his career. And
Is he marinated chicken?
No, he sprayed milk at the Alpha Academy.
What's that, a
And-
euphemism?
No, he actually did this on SmackDown on last Friday. So the Alpha Academy is being interviewed by Byron Saxton, and we are to believe that they haven't neither what are their names again? Otis and Chad Gable
Yes.
they haven't showered since Friday, and so they still smell of milk.
What?
Why? They're fucking wrestlers. They got a shower in the back.
A lot of people in West Virginia didn't shower the day after WV Day.
I am convinced now after hearing this, Incher. Bring back Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he has mandatory showers in the back.
Anyway, this was a thing.
Yeah, but it's only the women.
And Corey Graves.
He gets to supervise those.
So Corey Graves says that, oh, but Otis is too big. He can't fit in the shower. And so they did this whole, it was kind of dumb. But anyway, Chad Gable.
It sounds more kind of dumb. Sounds dumb as shit.
Yeah, it does. So Chad Gable and Otis are being interviewed when they're interrupted by AJ Styles and Luke Gallows and Mia Yim. And AJ says that Carl Anderson is taking care of business in Japan.
Taking care of business.
So apparently Carl Anderson is on some sort of card in Japan.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. So anyway, they make a match, AJ Styles versus Chad Gable, which I'm actually, that's the next match. And I actually enjoyed this match. It was something brand new that we haven't seen. AJ and Chad Gable wrestling. And I thought this is great. I wish they had more time, but AJ hits the Styles Clash and actually wins a match using the Styles Clash, which is rare, which is in WWE is rare. But next up, yeah, we did get something really dumb. Another thing, believe me, I know when things in WWE are really dumb, I'll call them out. And this thing about Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis and the bag of money, they're in front of I think it was like a chalkboard or something, and they're trying to decide what to do with all this money. And they're interrupted by Mrs. Gargano, Candice LeRae, and she basically thinks, well, it's Christmas, and Johnny Gargano says, oh, that gives me an idea. And so then they go to commercial, and when they come back, everyone's favorite backstage interviewer, Kathy Kelly, is there with the Street Profits and Akira Tozawa. And Tozawa this time does the Street Profits line, drinking the Solo Cup, and he wants the smoke. So next up, we get a 6-man tag team match. The Judgment Day of Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, with Rhea Ripley taking on the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and their tag team partner for the night, Akira Tozawa. Even there in Milwaukee, Dominic Mysterio really gets booed really well. I guess that you got to give props for Akira Tozawa for keeping a job in WWE. I think he takes the pin from Dominic. I think it was Dominic that Damian Priest hit the Razor's Edge on Tozawa, and then Dominic.
He's still a ninja?
No, actually, he's been wearing white recently.
Well, I believe there was a ninja who wore white in G.I. Joe.
Did you have like a pointed hood?
Storm Shadow.
They're good people. You mean like the Incher?
Is that what he and Mike Bessler would meet about?
Bet at their rallies. Nah, I wouldn't say that about it, Bessler.
We may be plotting against some unnamed individual from the north.
The North, who? Ethan Page?
Perhaps.
All right. Going back to Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, I love that wrestling.
Well, before we get back to the wrestling, we go back to Johnny Gargano and Dexter Loomis. And so they're at the
Would you like a
concession
lozenge,
stand,
Neil?
and they decide that they're gonna buy out all of the WWE merchandise. And so they bring
Sounds
along
like
a
a good
wagon.
plan.
They load it up with WWE merchandise, and then they
Is this show real or are you just
Yes.
making this up?
yes,
That's
no,
how
I'm
Earl
not making
Hebner
any of
got
this up.
fired.
So they take it out to the ring, and they start giving away WWE merchandise.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Mike B says we meet at the GD Ritzies. The hell is that?
What the
It's
Where,
a hell
where
of a
they
rally
get
point.
the street tacos, the sheep tacos?
It's a West Virginia thing you wouldn't understand.
Watch Spaceballs.
They're like Arby's.
Sometimes. We don't like
Nice.
Arby's. We like racks down here.
Yeah, I know you like the racks.
The BBC.
They have a BBC at racks, by the way.
Just one?
As many as you want.
Whoa, how many can you handle?
I can only handle one. They're pretty
Really?
big. It's in the name.
Man, I thought Itcher by now would be handling at least two BBCs.
No, just a one BBC man.
Cut down in your old age, I guess.
Yeah. Take your time with it. Enjoy it.
All right. Is Lexar? What's Lexar doing?
Dreaming about BBC.
Yeah, it's like he's blowing a dude or something.
His
I've
mom
been
knew.
looking for mom.
You kissing your mom?
Nope.
All right. Raw report.
So as Johnny Gargano and Dexter Loomis are giving out WWE merchandise to the wrestling fans, a mysterious individual in black suddenly appears and steals the bag of money from Dexter Loomis. And he walks up the aisle and reveals himself to be the Miz. So he's basically trying to steal his money back. When he is stopped by Scrap
I
Iron
could see
Adam
why
Pearce.
WWE fans don't want that Vince McMahon back because they would lose out on all this gold.
Well, we get that Vince McMahon wannabe Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, and he basically tells the Miz, "No, that's Dexter's money. You must give it back." And so he tells
Where
Miz,
the hell is the Repo Man?
Should have brought him in for this.
Hell yeah. Goosey's wearing multiple hats. A hat on a hat. The Whalers?
He's a Jack Swagger of In Your Head.
And then that's a minor league baseball team from Jack's neighborhood.
I'm not
The
sure. The
Holyoke
other one
Blue
was hard
Sox.
for Whalers, right?
Holyoke Blue Sox.
I never heard of them. All right, go on. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
So Miz unfortunately has to give the money back, but Johnny Gargano says, I think Miz wants a chance to get the money back. So Johnny Gargano proposes a ladder match.
Oh, I thought you meant he got on one knee.
Whoa.
Man, this angle really took a weird turn.
Oh, man.
Gay marriage. in WWE.
That's
Legal.
just Billy and Chuck.
So Johnny Gargano proposes a ladder match, and Miz must put up an equal amount of money. And they said they would put it on on the top of a ladder, and the winner would get the money back. But Miz is saying, I think he was saying that he's not liquid, and that his wife, Maurice, controls all the money in the family.
Oh, I thought he meant he was saying like he's not like made out of water.
And so he was making these stupid jokes about how Maurice controls the money and that he lives on an allowance. And I guess it sounds like they're giving Miz the I'm broke gimmick. Like,
hell yes.
Oh shit!
That'll
New
get him
Happy
over.
Corbin.
yeah, Baron Corbin. I think Diamond Dallas Page did this gimmick in WCW. Shawn Michaels. Remember when Shawn Michaels was broke and working for JBL?
I'm sure Maurice would stick with him if he was penniless.
That was HBK's most memorable moment when he was with JBL.
Hell yeah, I remember that.
So now they're coming. I mean, yeah, I expect you can see Miz is probably going to be I don't know, living on the street. I mean, well, let's go. Let's have Miz living on the street next.
Hey,
Anyway, up next, the WWE. Io
must suck
Sky.
to be a WWE wrestler. You miss one paycheck, you're just living on the streets.
Next up, Io Sky takes on Candice LeRae, and Io Sky hits the over the moonsault and gets the win. I was surprised that Candice LeRae took the loss because I thought she was gonna go through damage control and eventually face Bailey and then lose, but no, Io Sky pins her, wins this match.
Hell yeah. Do it up.
So Kathy Kelly is back. Okay, now this was good because
Ooh.
because WWE didn't ignore their history, which is, I'll give them props for that. So Kathy Kelly is interviewing Kevin Owens, and he's got a match against Solo Sikoa. Kevin Owens mentions that was talking about Solo Sikoa when he's interrupted by Elias. And Elias says he's wrestling Solo Sikoa later, and he wants to know if Kevin Owens will be in his corner for that match. And Kevin Owens is just dumbfounded by what he's saying, because he reminds Elias, hey, wait a minute, didn't you hit me with a guitar? And he's also reminding him of Ezekiel. Like, again, Kevin Owens is not about to accept that Ezekiel and Elias were two different people, and he's always was saying, you two are the same guy. And I was glad that they remembered this, that they didn't just forget about, oh yeah, Kevin Owens power bombed Ezekiel on the ring apron and put him out. They didn't forget about this whole thing. So anyway, Kevin Owens walks away without giving a commitment to what's going to happen. So next up, Elias does his ladies and gentlemen, Elias, the whole gimmick. He starts singing, and he sings a song he says was written by Matt. It's a tribute to Matt Riddle. And
what was it about doing drugs?
Actually, we didn't
Going to rehab.
So we didn't get to the news about this. So apparently earlier this year, Matt Riddle failed a drug test, apparently.
Yeah, I wonder what it was for, because they wouldn't send you to rehab if you failed the drug test for pot.
He said
They
cocaine
can't be
and
that
Molly.
lame. It was cocaine.
Yeah, it's got to be some sort of hard substance.
What I heard.
It can't be
Yeah.
the marijuana.
The marijuana pills.
Imagine going to rehab for weed.
Yeah.
So that necessitated writing him off last week. So he's going to be
Bar
gone
his ass.
He's going to be gone for about 6 weeks. So Elias actually sing.
How long were you when you went to rehab for cocaine, Lexar? How long did that take?
I never went to rehab.
What?
For
You're still
cocaine.
on it?
Oh
Nope.
man.
No,
Never
just for
on drugs.
cocaine. He still got to go to stripper rehab. That's
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So
he used to go to
maybe put that
rehab for
one up on
strippers.
the-
So So yeah, Elias actually gets through an entire song without being interrupted, which is rare in WWE.
Yeah, that's like trying to get through a Raw report.
Yeah, that too. So Elias
Accurate.
sings a song. It was actually kind of funny. Actually, had some puns in it if you were listening very carefully. So Elias takes on Solo Sikoa, and Solo Sikoa basically beats the crap out of Elias, and hits the spinning solo, pins him, and then after the match, he's gonna attack him even further. Because Sami Zayn's there with him, and they both attack him. When Kevin Owens makes the save, and Kevin Owens actually hits, I think he hit a stunner on Solo Sikoa, and
Foreshadowing.
and then that just leaves Elias in the ring, and Owens again, he actually stuns Elias and then walks off.
Hell yeah. Not walk with Elias, stuns with Elias.
Yeah,
Then walks off.
Yeah,
and he walks off. So I enjoyed this next match. Well, skip over it was a video package of tribute to the troops. Apparently it's like 20 years of tribute to the troops, and it included for the first time since he retired, Vince McMahon was in this video of tribute to the troops.
Return confirmed.
Yeah,
He's coming back.
yeah. So next up was Asuka versus Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio. And there's a couple of things you notice right away. First was that Asuka didn't have her face paint.
I like Asuka. She's hot.
And so not only that, she seemed like a more serious Asuka.
Good. She's not a mentally handicapped moron.
Just wait until Vince comes back.
Yeah, because
It's like, what is this?
She didn't
Don't
dance.
you know how to book a Japanese lady?
Yeah. It was a more serious Asuka without the face paint and just straight ahead.
Let's not know how Chinaman talks.
Yeah. It was a more serious Asuka. And I thought I hope this is the beginning of Asuka becoming like a serious
I think they should bring back Oscar for Men on a Mission and have Oscar manage Asuka. And they could have some comedy gold, be like Oscar,
No,
and like, no, that's Oscar.
That's the whole point, Jack. I don't want to see any more of this comedy from Asuka. I think
what? But this is comedy gold.
No, you got to get rid of this. This is. I hope this is the beginning of a serious turn for Asuka. That
it'll be like when Letterman did the Uma Oprah bit. Everyone loved that.
I hope that you take away the face paint, take away the stupid no one is ready for Asuka line, take away the dancing, take away all
the hell's what's gonna be left of her.
A serious character. I think this is what you need, a total character change from her. That
he could be a jumping bomb angel.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you can do with her.
Pork fried Asuka.
So Rhea Ripley and Asuka have a match, and Asuka, even though she's a lot shorter than Rhea Ripley, she still holds her own. But the thing that
I'll hold it for her.
The thing that I enjoyed in this match was Dominic Mysterio tried to interfere in the match, and Asuka just would have none of it. So she just blew the mist right into Dominic's face. And I actually had a good laugh.
Man, who's the mist? This sounds like a lucky guy.
Dominic getting cucked by the mist.
So Dominic falls. I think he fell off the ring apron to the floor, and he's whining like a baby, saying, "Mommy, I can't see. Mommy, I can't see."
Oh, God.
It allowed the distraction allowed Rhea Ripley to come up from behind Asuka, pick her up, hit the whatever her finishing move is called. I can't remember it right now. And pin Asuka, and winner of the match, Rhea Ripley. But Like Asuka has been doing the same gimmick ever since she came up to the main roster, pretending like she can't speak English. You know, not a really serious character.
No, that's the gimmick that every Japanese wrestler has ever played in the WWE.
Mhm.
And I'm certainly hoping that
And they're sneaky.
I'm certainly hoping that this is the beginning. This is the first week of the beginning of a change for her. I mean, I really hope they don't go back to that next week and then and forget it like it never happened.
I think they should change a gimmick, and she comes out next week with a derby, and she's Miss Fuji, the great granddaughter of Mr. Fuji.
She's not Hawaiian.
What?
Oh dear.
What? Or she could come out as Miss Yokozuna.
Hell yeah. Go send her home, put on 350 pounds, and come back.
But she's not Samoan.
Neither was Yokozuna. They used to say it's from the land of the rising sun.
Yeah.
Sun don't rise, and then
He just had a minor lapse of judgment when he yelled, "Yeah, Samoa," that day.
Maybe he just like visiting there. Raw report.
So Dominic's in the trainer's room and he's trying to get the mist out of his eyes, and the rest of the Judgment Day are there. Yeah, like I said, I had a good laugh when Dominic was acting like a little kid whining for his mommy, Rhea Ripley.
What
And
a bitch.
we had a brief thing there with Dolph Ziggler. I guess he's the next guy who's gonna face Austin Theory.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, we go to the main event of the evening, which is another number one contenders match, this time for the US title. It's Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins.
Hell yeah.
So these two guys had another. Now, it's really hard to get behind Bobby Lashley. It's like 1 week he's a baby face, the next week is a heel, the next week after that he's a baby face, the week after that he's a heel. He was acting as the heel in this one against Seth Rollins.
And at no point does he have any charisma.
But the fans, when the fans are cheering him, he's just, I don't know. Anyway, this week he was a heel, and he was they had another great match. Bobby trying to get him in the hurt lock, and Seth Rollins escaping. Anyway, it looks like so the finish came when the ref, Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins were coming towards the ref, and in order to get out of the way, the ref had to run out of the ring, and avoid getting hit. But at the same time that he did this, Bobby Lashley hits a spear on Seth Rollins. And when he went for the pinfall, the ref came back in the ring and started to do the count, and Seth Rollins kicked out at 2. And then he hit a pedigree on Bobby Lashley and got the pin and won the match. But afterwards, Bobby Lashley got
an ass kisser. He's like the new boss. He got to start doing his move.
Yeah. But then after the match, Seth Rollins gets out of the ring and leaves, and Bobby Lashley is there. He's angry at the referee. He says he's angry that the referee.
That's going to be the WrestleMania match: Bobby Lashley versus referee, because they don't have names anymore.
But
referee will have more charisma.
But I was watching this, and the thing is, the referee, he should be mad at himself and not the referee, because if you watch closely, Bobby Lashley took his own sweet time trying to cover Seth Rollins, and by the time he finally covered Seth Rollins, the referee was right there to do the count. And I just thought,
bring back MVP and he can be his coach again.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought
only time I like.
This was a great heel move by Bobby Lashley. He gets mad, and another referee comes in. He gets mad. I think he shoved these referees.
Oh,
or one of the
damn!
referees.
You can't put your hands on an official.
So you were saying before you want to bring back Vince McMahon. Well, Vince McMahon comes out in the form of Scrap Iron Adam Pearce. And Adam Pearce is basically telling, he's chewing out Bobby Lashley about him losing his temper with the referees. And finally, Bobby Lashley, I think he shoved Adam Pearce a bit. And then Adam Pearce goes full on Vince McMahon at Bobby Lashley and says, "You're fired" to Bobby Lashley.
Ah, damn.
Now, he can't do the "you're fired" as good as Vince McMahon, but he certainly gave it his best try.
Hell yeah.
So the show ends with Bobby Lashley getting fired.
Yeah.
And that's your Raw. And that's how
Hell
much.
yeah.
Raw
And we'll
is off.
never see him ever again.
He'll be in ROH next.
For
when
$9.99.
wrestlers leave Impact, they stab him to death.
Duh.
I heard about that.
I think that's pretty awesome, honestly.
I always thought the Undertaker's gimmick is when these guys like Kamala and Giant Gonzalez left, he should have like put them in the casket and killed them.
I've been an advocate of death for a long time.
Who all you wanting dead?
Anytime someone gets fired, they should have a guy kill him. Like
shit.
they should get a move that's really deadly, and they outlaw it. But every once in a while they sneak it in, and that's when they write a guy off. Like, holy shit, he hit the neck breaker of doom, and he's fucking dead.
What happens when they hire him back? Do they put him under a different character?
Like, holy shit, it's his twin brother, or so he faked his own death.
Bring in Paul Bearer to bring him back from the dead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, bring back Paul Bear from the dead to bring him back. From the dead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, when artificial intelligence takes over wrestling, do you think they'll just have like all the wrestlers from the past to be out there?
Oh, you know it. Or remixes,
Holograms.
reboots.
AI, that's the future. It's artificial intelligence. It's already taken over art. Next, they'll be making artificial intelligence movies, wrestling.
Hell yeah.
Wrestling podcasts like this guy.
What
His clone over here,
the hell are you talking about? Why are you saying that about Lexar?
and I'm the only what? Huh? I'm the only one too, right? I'm the only one.
What do you mean? There are 6 of us here.
See, look, Lexar is real.
Look how excited he is.
He looks so happy.
He's like John Cena.
Leave
Yeah,
him
as
alone.
far as you know, Tazo, maybe all of us are just heads and shoulders.
All for my all for
You
me.
want to
all for my
see?
amusement.
You got a pretty mouth there,
Oh.
man.
Tazo, I don't believe you're really hanging out with Baron von Raschke.
What?
He's a fraud.
I believe it is fake.
Should someone bring back the Iron Claw?
The Von Erichs already do that.
Oh, they do. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're like, where do they wrestle? Like
They-
Big Bob's Wrestling Extravaganza,
Pretty much.
Big man.
Big Bill. Can you imagine? They change a guy's name. They're like, this name's not good. We're gonna rename you. Oh yeah, what do you got, boss? Big Bill.
Big Bill.
Or maybe it was his idea.
He's
Probably.
useless without Enzo. With Enzo, it works because he's the powerhouse. Enzo's the mouth.
Agree.
He might have worked with MJF if they'd done it, but the firm does not work.
Yeah, but you can't teach that.
That's true. The firm is soft.
All right. You know it's not soft.
You dick.
Oh,
My questions here. All right, let's get to these questions. What? You always gotta go pervert, ain't you? Fucking trying to run a clean show here.
Yeah.
Man. So what makes a great lap dance, Lexar?
Well, I must say her personality, her body
Her
shape.
personality.
First thing it goes to
Got
is
it.
personality.
She must have a tight ass. You know, silky
What are you
smooth
looking for in a
skin,
woman? A personality and a tight ass.
silky smooth skin.
Sounds about right.
You mean a tight ass like the cheeks or the anus?
Whoa.
She better not shit, god damn it.
The diamonds coming out of that ass.
XR would not like the WV strip clubs then.
Hot
No.
damn.
They shit too much down here.
That's
Just
what I
let it
heard.
go.
I heard there's like some type of video out there online that stripper like took a shit in one of the customers while she's giving a lap dance.
Yeah, but Tazo
That's
paid good
easy.
money for that.
Oh, really? Interesting.
F. What
What?
the
Judge Tazo because of what he's
Hey.
into.
What the F, fake incher? That got the biggest laugh of the night out of fake incher. What the hell, dude?
Who the hell's fake incher?
I don't know what the hell's going on here, man. You guys are all pretending this guy's the real incher. This is fucking insane.
Fucking incher. Who would pretend to be incher besides incher? He's my elf.
Do I got to shit in my pants tonight to prove that I'm into?
Damn.
Do the WV, show proof.
WV. WV.
WV.
I shit my pants half an hour ago. Shows y'all.
See? Yeah. OIB.
Where's the proof? Where's the stains?
Yeah, shit
Man,
this on the show.
He wants you to mail him a sample.
Give him your address off the show, Lexar.
Yeah, I'll send you my shorts.
We need like your height, your weight, your favorite pinball,
Anyone could just make that up.
favorite food. Gotta
You
like
can't make that face up. You can't make that accent up. You can't make those elf ears up.
I'm blown away that if I wasn't watching this right now, that I would think Incher was literally on the show, but I could see that it's fake Incher. And
What are you talking about?
could
Your
be an-
conspiracy, your mind
don't
is just
recognize me.
riddled with conspiracies.
I did smoke a few joints today,
That explains
but I could see with my own eyes.
Incher, did you smoke any weed today?
it. Incher is straight edge.
Did you drink any of the alcohol
I
today?
don't drink the alcohol.
Did you snort any of the Matt Riddle cocaine today?
I'm like CM Punk. I only drink Pepsi, and I don't ever drink that either.
Hell yeah, his mind
root
is
beer.
clear. His
I
soul is spotless. Here's your OIB.
know what to ask. I have the perfect question to find out whether this is the real or fake Incher.
I don't gotta prove myself.
Yeah, that's right, my
I shit my
boy.
pants. What more do you
No,
want?
My right hand man don't need to prove shit.
It's an easy question. So would the real Incher eat sushi from a gas station?
I wouldn't eat sushi at all.
Exactly. See, proved it.
Ain't getting in the hot tub. I'm not eating sushi, and I shit my pants. And I
Yeah.
ban everybody.
How much more proof could he need?
Show his video game collection.
Show it to you.
Why, so you can steal it?
Not to prove he's the real Incher.
You see it every week.
Everybody's always
Where's
plotting
his
against
PlayStation
you.
5?
Anyone
make
could go
it-
buy some video games.
I'll make a special YouTube video about it. It'll take too long.
This is how you prove it. All right. You got yourself a Salisbury steak hungry man, and you got yourself another Salisbury steak hungry man. You throw one in the oven at 350 for 42 minutes. You throw the other one in the microwave for 3 minutes and 40 seconds. You pull them both out. Which one's better?
One in the microwave, probably. Got there quicker.
Yep.
I'll make a video about it.
Hell yeah, it's the real deal. The real deal, Holyfield.
I'll go in
Tazo.
depth.
This is not proof. You're not-
Did they ever make a Euro Hot Pocket?
Huh?
A Euro Hot Pocket?
I've never seen that.
No, I've never seen one either.
Just you wait.
They should. Would it have like tzatziki in it?
Hell yeah. Microwave tzatziki, it's the best way. Best kind.
Tazo's freezer would be full of them.
I think the real injury escaped to Argentina or something.
Argentina Rocca?
What?
A classic wrestler. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
There's like villages full of inchers down in Argentina and Chile.
The village
Maybe
idiot.
that's where you got this fake incher from.
All of my babies down in Argentina, apparently.
Oh
we're
my.
getting somewhere now, man. Fucking brought this guy up here with a submarine from like East Virginia, Bizarro, Virginia. The fuck, Jack? You can't fucking pull the wool on my eyes, bro. I'm trained for this shit. Look for these glow in the dark dudes like this guy over here. Got CIA like tattooed to his forehead practically.
If anybody ever thought about believing Tazo's conspiracy theories, tonight proves that you don't need to listen to him.
People do need to listen to me, actually. I mean, where is this guy like broadcasting from? Epstein Island?
West Virginia.
East Virginia, maybe.
There is no such place.
Earth 2, perhaps. Fucking Earth 2. Where is this? The DC universe? What did Dan Snyder get a hold of? Is it Dan Snyder who's done the Justice League? Or is that the guy from Nickelodeon? Do you like bare feet, sir?
No, because they're connected to the rest of the bear. They'll eat you.
Lexar knows what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just wondering why Tazo's so obsessed with this guy. He's mentioned him like 8 times tonight.
Who's that? The fake incher? Trying to tell me this is the real guy?
Oh, fucking Juan Epstein. He's got a note from your mother.
Oh, man. Jack is just deflecting. He's like mainstream media. Just deflecting everything.
Yeah, they're all the time talking about fucking Juan Epstein. You can't get him off the TV.
Lexar knows what I'm talking about. I feel like I'm on Twitter, Lexar, with like I'm an alt-right like troll or something. Like my name is Nick Fuentes, which it's not.
What's it? One of the triad of your heroes: Nick Fuentes, Ye, and Alex Jones.
And Gavin McInnes.
Alex Jones probably moved out of your top trio after he was like even put off.
Yeah, he was like, I don't really like Hitler. And then so I was like, oh man, Alex, what the hell happened? Right. Stop trying to deflect your evil
Those
ways.
are all good guys. I've read The Death of Cool. I probably shouldn't admit that on the show, I guess. That's Gavin McInnes's autobiography.
What? Really? You read it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. That's kind of weird.
All right. I've also read Mein Kampf. Well, I listened to the audiobook. All right.
That's a good guy right there.
Get to these questions.
Yeah.
I got a lot of questions, but whatever.
Do you have any answers?
Oh,
Just when you think you have the answers, I change the questions.
What are they?
All right. Steven Simmons, did Lexar say show proof or show poop?
Ooh.
Proof of the poop. Poof proof.
Oh, he
Poop
wants-
proof. That's kind of hard to say. Poop proof.
He wants poop proof tonight.
That you could take that 2 different ways. Poof proof is proof of poof, or poof proof as poop can't get in it. Like it's poof proof. Like it's fireproof, it's poop proof. That would be good underwear to sell in the WV. Poof proof, poop proof underwear.
And it just flat out.
Yeah, it's like the moisture wicking, like you wear for undershirts.
Where does it go?
on the it flies out of, you got like not bell bottoms, but you can't wear like skinny jeans, and just slides out and it goes on the ground.
There's just be a bunch of poops on the street like in LA.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, the
You guys
dogs
are used to
and
that.
all the animals will eat it.
Yeah, your Tazo might.
I hear LA might need some more animals then.
Yeah.
All right. Lexar wants to know, Matt Riddle has been suspended for drugs.
Whoa.
And he's been sent to rehab for 30 days. What are your thoughts? And in other Matt Riddle news, he is rumored to be dating an adult film star. Are you intrigued? I say he's a dirty, disgusting, drug-riddled
Piece of shit.
degenerate. Fire that man!
He sounds like he's becoming the new RVD. Like he can't keep a position because of his drug stuff, and he's married or going to be married to some
bimbo.
Which I believe RVD is.
The drugs.
I've never really saw the fascination wanting to date a porn star. You'd be like, hell yeah, I go kiss my wife who just blew 8 guys tonight.
Lexar might though. Lexar probably has a good idea.
Well, there's a difference between porn stars and strippers.
Yep, that's called a camera.
Yeah, you can't insert the stripper, I don't think, unless maybe you got to pay the big bucks.
Not even the big bucks.
I don't
You
think
have
the
to,
bucks
like,
are that big.
You have to like literally form a relationship with the stripper first.
Yeah,
Then
with the porn stars, you just go right in.
you got it. You got it. Jonathan Jackson knows what he's talking about because he like has a stacks of porn DVDs and watches Pornhub.
I mean, I used to be married to Kim K, but whatever.
Absolutely. Another person who like slept with another actor, Ray J. She made a porn tape with him.
He's a porn star.
Both of them are.
But yeah, I mean, what Lexar just said, it worked out really well for Ron Jeremy.
How's he doing?
Still alive?
That's a good dude right there.
And Hugh Hefner.
Well, Hugh Hefner didn't go to prison.
No, he didn't.
I know, but Ron Jeremy's in prison.
He is?
Yes.
For what?
What did he ever do?
Rape.
Multiple rapes and sexual harassment, sexual assault.
You think Vince McMahon might go to prison for that?
No.
Huh. Oh, Jack and
Did he
Oh,
rape
oh.
you, Jack?
Whoa.
He did not. All right.
Did he touch you unwantedly?
No, I don't think he was interested in me at all.
No.
Lexar, WWE is negotiating with the E Network to have a new reality series on real life married couples in wrestling. Are you intrigued? Isn't that just what the Total Divas was?
was not.
Supposedly, the first couple is going to be Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green.
Oh God.
To answer the Lexar's question, nope.
Not even a little.
Not in the least. Unless it's Vince and I almost said Vince and Stephanie, but Vince and
Wow.
Linda.
He's like, watch out, Triple H. Let me show you how it's done.
I forget who it was. I saw a little clip of an interview. Someone asked, who was it? They asked a wrestler about the Macho Man and Stephanie, and he just said like everyone knew that. He just said like it wasn't a rumor, it's just something everyone knew.
Who the fuck said that?
I forget who it was. I just saw it on YouTube. It was a little clip.
It's like, I thought everybody knew that shit. It's like, who the fuck? I don't know.
God, I can't remember who it was. This was somebody pretty famous. But yeah, he was just like, yeah, I just thought everyone knew that. Let's see. It'll come to me by the end of the show, maybe who it was. Now that William Regal is going back to WWE, will you miss him in AEW? Yeah.
Yeah, he was good in AEW.
I liked his interaction with Excalibur.
Yeah. Man in the Mask.
And he even acted like sorry we had this. And all the juicy comments towards Excalibur.
Yeah.
And did he left an impact I thought he meant Impact Wrestling. Did he leave an impact? I don't think he was there long enough to really leave an impact, but I enjoyed him there.
Blackpool Combat Club was good.
Mm-hmm.
He did leave an impact though. He raised Willer Yuta up if they don't ruin it.
That's very true.
Good.
Do you remember when President Clinton used to substitute Jack for Incher for In Your Head? No, I don't remember that.
President who?
Never heard of it.
Sounds like a little bitch. You won't come on the show no more.
Yeah. I think anyone who doesn't zoom into the new In Your Head, I'm gonna write out of history. You're going to be stricken out of Headyverse history.
But when kids are taught in school about In Your Head, they will
Exactly.
only be taught about the Zoom on.
Exactly.
So you'll be Benoit.
That's going to keep you out of a lot of trouble.
Critical head theory.
I like it. That should be a t-shirt.
How many pairs of pajamas do you own?
None.
Oh man.
5.
Man, he's loaded. I don't know. I guess a few. Yeah, I have a few. I don't know. I never really sat down and counted them.
That includes like nightgowns, Jack.
What?
That includes your nightgown.
Yeah, I don't wear them since I lost weight.
Do you still have them?
No, they're way too big. No.
You still have them though.
No. I think I threw them away. I have been going through clothes though and putting stuff on eBay and selling some stuff. If anybody's interested, I actually have a bunch of 3X and 4X wrestling shirts. It'll take me a while to go through all this stuff, but if anyone's interested. But yeah, I sold a bunch of sweaters this week and some. I actually did sell a wrestling shirt yesterday. I sold the Undertaker Paul Bearer button shirt that I wear in Umbilicus Desidero. I sold it for $70 because it is film used memorabilia.
Top dollar.
Yeah, surprised someone paid that much, but they were like, I want that. I go, you want me to wash it? No, I want that switch in there.
Was it a British man that bought it?
No, they were in the States. Where are they from? I don't know. I sent it out today. I forget where they're from.
Was it Matt Riddle?
It was not.
He's like, I love the taste of other men.
Yeah, what if he's not even into her? He just like, he just loves the taste of semen on someone's lips. Who's that guy? Is that Butterbean?
Where?
Is that young Butterbean?
Hey, it is. Look at that young Butterbean chilling out.
Allow me to take a moment. I can bring up some slides and show you guys a few differences here.
What, are you going down to the playground?
The facial
Oh.
structure, possibly I can measure the skulls, the two
What
skulls.
the hell? You gonna fucking kill him?
No, just to show you that these two men are not the same.
Thank you, Tazo. I've been telling Jack I'm not Butterbean ever since he started accusing me of being
God damn
Butterbean.
it.
Like we're not the same guy.
I'm
Like a
pretty
boxer
sure of
turned
this thing.
sheriff.
That's not Butterbean.
Tazo, do you have an oral fixation?
No, but I figured I'm going to do some detective work, some of my conspiracy work. I'm going to bust out the lollipop like Telly Savalas, right? Like Kojak,
Oh,
right? He's Greek. Like
Here's conspiracy for you.
okay.
The guy that used to have everyone grab his dick. What's his name?
Dick Flip McGee. I mean, Joey Ryan.
Joey Ryan. Now, who was a huge Joey Ryan fanatic? Who really pushed the Joey Ryan as far as wrestling media went? Davey Boy Meltzer. And you sucking that lollipop made me remember he would do a thing where he'd stick a lollipop up his asshole or stick it in his crotch or something, and he'd make wrestlers suck it. And so there was a time he pulled the lollipop out of his crotch. And the whole crowd, the audience started to chant "suck it" to Meltzer. So Meltzer's sitting there in the audience with a big goofy smile, and the crowd would go, "Suck it, suck it, suck it." You know who never talks about Joey Ryan anymore? Doesn't come to his defense. Dave Meltzer.
Fuck the Dave Meltzer.
What do you think about this, Tazo?
I think you're deflecting again from the fact that I'm about to prove my points.
I'm giving you some real leads on some real shady business, and you're just obsessed with Butterbean.
That Meltzer has somehow like slightly got some gay tendencies. I'm about to break open this huge case of you guys making the real Incher disappear. It seems
He's right fucking there with the elf hat.
Yeah, it's not like he's got two to the back of the head or anything.
I'm gonna send you my shit stained underwear to prove it,
Oh my
Tazo.
God.
Got the elf hat and the Spec Sun shirt.
That doesn't prove you anything, really.
Look,
Nice.
see, he's there. He doesn't have hair.
No,
Just
no.
like the real man.
I swear this is all wrong, and I think I can prove.
You've
so
gone
wrong
down
about it?
too many rabbit holes, and your mind is like Swiss cheese. It's just filled with all these, like, oh, Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster, Juan Epstein gonna know for his mother. All these conspiracies.
I don't know who Juan Epstein is, but you see now this is I think that's Incher right there, and if you look like this is how you guys
Now you think Incher got shot in Dallas?
Assassinated him in some sort of hyper homosexual thrill kill.
What in the hell are you talking about?
He's lost his mind.
Incher
You
and
done
Jonathan
gone
Jackson.
crazy, boy.
Jonathan Jackson's driving a white Ford pickup.
You're
a white
crazier than a pet
Bronco.
coon. How come JR never talks about pet coons anymore?
Yeah, what's his issue with coons?
Tazo, you're the Alex Jones of In Your Head.
Back into the
I
right.
bought a
Congratulations.
coon skin cap once, and I was like, "What the hell is this? It's made out of an animal."
Yeah, he's expecting hair from someone else.
What?
All right, I don't know what the hell that joke even meant. All right, well, sorry. If you could put up any wrestling memorabilia, what's that?
Weed
What's the
gummies.
magic- What's the
Oh.
magic
The
bullet?
hell you gotta go rehab, son?
What's the magic bullet that I believe you guys use to off the real 1-inch biceps? Possibly.
You
In
think
your-
that's still going around since like the
When-
60s?
you and
He's just
probably
flying around in the air.
that bullet's still zipping around out there.
Like, holy fuck, look at the fucking it really is a magic bullet. Ah.
And again, you guys got rid of Incher in your hyper homosexual thrill kill.
Why is everything gotta be gay
Yeah.
with you, Tazo?
Oh, what the fuck?
What do you
just
got
thought
against
that
the
sounds
gays?
cool. Thrill kill hyper homosexuals. Offing Incher because he was like a straight edge. He was a cool dude. Didn't
What do you
it.
mean he
He is.
was?
He
He's
is.
still with us. He's still
I'm still
alive.
cool. I'm cooler. I got a beard
Coolest.
now.
Yeah, he's even cooler with the beard. He's like the Fonz now.
Yeah.
All the kids love the Fonz.
I ban everybody.
He's gonna be slapping a jukebox. The
What?
music's gonna play.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this fella. That's all I got to say.
You'd be slapping.
Yep. And stay tuned in to In Your Head Wrestling.
Don't slip
Over
up.
here on IYHWrestling.com.
I'm gonna debunk this whole freaking thing. I'm gonna blow this
Oh.
thing wide open.
Oh, you're gonna blow, all right.
Jack, did you say you like Willow Nightingale?
Yes. Well, now you're going back to like 4 hours ago.
Well, you've finally shown some fucking good taste. That's all I could say.
Then I tuned into this new show and I was like, that's not Willow Nightingale at all. It's some fucking midget.
I like that Tazo's been watching the show for 10 years where he thinks they don't have good taste. It's like watching the WWE for 10 years after you stop liking it.
Jack's taste is his shit. Not for nothing, man. I called the Bella Twins like 50 years ago. I was like, the Bella Twins are gonna
You
be the
just
best.
said Jack's
Hall of
taste in the
Fame.
shits. I love the Bella Twins.
Are they not in the Hall of Fame? Are they not? Did I not say Kana was one of the greatest?
So is Bob Barker.
Eh? What?
Bob
So is
Barker's in
former-
the WWE Hall of Fame. Is he a
So
great
is the
wrestler
former president
too?
of the United States.
I mean, could you have
Really
really?
Adam Sandler, though.
Yeah, another great grappler. Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Drew Carey.
And Willow Nightingale soon to join them.
What company?
If you could put up any wrestling memorabilia item as a Christmas ornament, what would it be? Well, I have one right here. I have this very fine, like this is very nice. It's a Roddy Piper gingerbread man.
Gotta go with something with like a unicorn from New Day.
I have that right over here.
Oh.
I can't get to it because I have too many things up, but it's New Day riding a unicorn.
Nice.
How about you, Taza? What are you putting up on your wrestling tree of Christmas times?
To me, Christmas is basically just the biggest conspiracy.
Did you just answer the goddamn question?
No, I can't. Jesus Christ is basically the biggest conspiracy that certain people pulled on us a very long time ago, so we could worship.
I don't care
Yeah,
about Jesus, but
whatever.
I'm thinking about Santa and open presents.
Lexar knows what I'm talking about, right?
Lexar's putting up a Santa Claus on his tree.
That would be, actually, I would be about that. When I hope maybe we'll do this next year. Secret Santa. It'd be like Secret Santa for wrestling, but it's with Santa Claus.
Ziggy Dice.
Secret Santa.
Maybe
Lexar,
on
who do you want on?
They can do Secret Satan.
Huh? Well, next year I'm gonna try to do it, and I want to get a sponsor to help pay the shipping because the shipping is very expensive nowadays. There was a lot of people involved, and I thought, man, if I get like 20 or 30 people set this stuff in, it's gonna cost me like $500.
Jeez, guess you don't think about that.
Lexar, what would you like to see on your Christmas tree?
I want a ring apron.
That's under the tree though, like for
He's gonna drape it over a stripper pole, and that's gonna be his Christmas tree.
Well, I seen these Christmas ornaments on WWEshop.com. I think a year ago or 2 years ago, but they look cute, and it's these like Money in the Bank Christmas ornaments. It's like a briefcase, but it's an ornament.
Would you be
and,
like
tables, ladders, and chairs?
your mom would
ornament.
always be like throwing a shoe? She's like, get down from there, because you'd be like jumping up trying to grab it.
Yeah, I think one of the Headyverse members posted like weapons that each wrestler will use.
That's what you need, like a
except
barbed
for,
wire
like,
a barbed wire light tube on
Mom
your
will
tree.
use a chancla, a sandal, as a weapon. And yet I have experienced that before.
Yeah, I want Farmer Burns, when he used to hang himself to show his neck was like strong. That could be hanging from the tree.
I want a tree of just wrestling weapons.
like who what in
stick and a
particular?
steel chair.
Steel chair.
Get the brass knucks. You gotta get the the chains, steel chair. You got to put a steel chair on it.
Garbage
Table.
can for the star.
A table.
A ladder.
Sledgehammer.
The ring bell.
Gonna be one heavy tree.
Championship belt.
Roll of quarters.
Staple
That's
gun.
been lost.
Just post it up on a flaming table.
Scissors.
Pizza cutter.
So yeah, here's Ed Farmer Burns. He used to do this at wrestling shows to show he was tough. He'd hang himself. This is a gimmick that needs to come back. Just this dude who just comes out and hangs himself.
What the?
Maybe Hangman Page can do this one.
Yeah. Well, that would be a good ornament, wouldn't it? Just this guy hanging on you.
Not where I live.
I'm gonna do one of Jonathan. Wait, no. Give
You
a
mean
wrong
yay?
impression, I guess. I would just meant he has a very strong neck. Oh man.
Hang some swastikas. Oh,
I
wait.
was telling my wrestling friend, not my wrestling friends, movie friends when I was out in LA, because they were shocked when they thought I made this up, but about how you can trace the NWA title back to Abe Lincoln. And so then we actually did research, and when I did research on it, said like, honestly, that's actually why he rose to like popularity so fast as a politician, was from his wrestling like stardom. He had 300 matches and won them all but one. Like he was like a legit like wrestling like just like star. And so anyway, the people like, that's a movie, you should write the script, Abe Lincoln script, but it's just all about his wrestling career. I was like, hell yeah, that'd be awesome. So maybe I'll do this at some point. Who would be a good Abe Lincoln in a wrestling movie?
You gotta be tall and skinny.
Yeah.
Just pick some Hollywood actor and get him jacked on the juice.
Yeah, some tall, skinny actor. That's what they do anyway. That's why everybody's bitching. They're bitching like, you can't have this guy playing the Von Erichs. Then you see him like 2 weeks later and they're all fucking jacked to the gills. Gee, man, that guy's really dedicated to his craft. He hit the weights and put on 55 pounds of solid muscle in 2 weeks. Whoa,
natural.
damn.
I need
How
what
come
he's
the
at.
wrestlers can't do that? How come Kevin Owens can't just come out, like take a week off and just comes back jacked to the gills?
He's not dedicated enough.
Where the hell are we? Are you still doing Christmas shopping?
I've still got a little bit to do.
I do too. I actually bought something for Bearded Incher.
Oh, nice. Is that because I said I'm sending you a shirt?
No,
and you're
I
like,
actually
"Oh,
bought.
damn,
I actually bought this for you months ago. I've had it out in a box for a while.
I've been keeping it in a box.
I've been fucking rubbing my dick on it every night.
I'm burning it when I open it.
Yeah, burn it with your love. How about anybody else here? You got any more Christmas shopping to do?
Don't anyone buy me anything. You're all banned from sending me stuff. I don't like people sending me
What the hell?
stuff.
What the hell? You think you're some
Hashtag
fucking
banned.
badass? That's not punishment to everybody else. That's punishing yourself.
I'm afraid I'll get a dick in the mail. Everybody's banned.
Better than a dick in the ass. Depending on your point of view. I mean, maybe it's worse. I don't know. I will accept gifts. Send them to this guy, Neil Jones, 2 Campbell Street, Sandwich, Mass, 02563. I'll open them live on In Your Head. Send me gifts. I'll open them live on the show, if you so desire. What do you think about when you're stuck in traffic?
Dicks. Oh, wait.
Dicks in the ass. In the mail, I mean. All these stupid ass questions I have to answer on Tuesdays.
Yeah. How will Nikhil Callahan?
These are Lexar. Lexar can't be bitching about Nikhil and he's asking all this shit.
What does Lexar think about when he's stuck in traffic?
You know what he's
naked?
thinking about. He's the same thing he's thinking about when he's brushing his teeth, when he's in bed, when he's on the toilet, when he's walking to get his mail,
His mom
when he's
naked.
waking up, when he's on the recliner, when he's
at work.
thinking about the poontang.
Lexar lives and breathes strippers and wrestling.
And cocaine.
If you can only have one, Lexar, wrestling or strippers, what would it be? No, you have to pick one. It's one or the other. They come down. You can only have one.
Subjects, my favorite stuff, strippers and the rest.
But what if they came down, they told you can only have one for the rest of your life. You can have as much as you want, but only one.
I can't choose. It's too hard.
Oh man.
That's a good answer.
Well, would you watch live deathmatch wrestling or watch a series of NASCAR crashes on YouTube? I would rather watch the live wrestling death matches. Just a bunch of car crashes.
Wrestling show. You gotta watch the wrestling.
They should do that though. That would be like the deathmatch version of NASCAR. It's like they just crash their cars. I guess it's the demolition derby. You think there's like an old race, like a NASCAR like commentator, and he's like, "Oh man, that's that mud show shit that
derby
cosplay NASCAR." Who's your least favorite politician?
I don't much like
Let's
any.
try all of them.
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler.
I like that
guy. Who would you rank Miller? Oh, this is Brian Matthew Klutz Tar Titak. How would you rank Millard Fillmore on a scale of 1 to 10?
Who?
A 6.5.
Don't know enough about him.
Lexa, which tickets are more harder to get, Taylor Swift or Blink 182?
Fuck, sure I know.
You're always disappointing, Alexa.
What? Just what tickets are harder to get. Taylor Swift or Blink 182.
I imagine Taylor Swift. She's pretty popular.
Yeah, who the fuck cares about Blink 182?
I mean, their tickets are expensive now.
They are?
Yeah, look them up.
Well, then why'd you even ask him? If you already know all the answers.
I just want to see your reaction.
Fucking beat your ass, boy. That's my reaction. Tazo the Geek wants to know. I've been a fan of everything.
Oh,
from comics to wrestling to sci-fi to hardcore anal porn.
everything.
But I've never had an inkling or a want or need to dress up as the Blob or Strawberry Shortcake or Wonder Woman.
What?
Are you intrigued? No.
Not even Wonder Woman?
I think you'd make a good Wonder Woman.
Put on that brassiere, Tazo.
What? So what is the reason for people dressing up as fictional characters? I mean, I've never done, I don't know. It's just probably fun for them. I don't think of all the things in the world, you think that's the weirdest? And to feel that this is one possible reason for the sudden tilt of Western civilization. I mean, I think people have done this throughout the history of time, haven't they? Dressed up as stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cosplay
Halloween.
Cosplays of witch so they can get crushed to death.
I think like every culture of the world.
Even
Just
back
on
in the
this.
day when they would go to a fancy event, they would all dress up. You just want to feel
Yeah.
yourself. Something
Out of the
different.
K-band, they're dressing up as brontosauruses instead.
Yeah.
The hell? I watch the Flintstones. They were doing all that shit. Then it just goes on a bunch of bullshit. But then he also wants to know, I don't know. This is too long. All right, Nikhil Callahan question.
Oh man.
Tazo
God, those is too long. Let's get to Nikhil.
to Nikhil.
It's all the same question. It's just some big crazy.
I know.
And you thought my questions was terrible.
Oh man.
Well, they were, but
All I'm trying to say is
at
anime.
least they were quick.
All I'm trying to say is anime, cosplay, and cape shit is the fall of Western civilization. That's all I'm trying to say. all
Well, I
right?
mean, they do in the East. That's big in Japan and Asia. That's
Yeah,
where it
that's-
fucking started.
It's coming over here, and it's making our men weak and our women loose.
Loose.
It is. That's why that's where all the strippers are from. They all like got there because they
Dragon
were
Ball.
obsessed with the anime.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, Dragon Ball Z! Now my life, I gotta go sell my body to Lexar.
The Christian
Lexar should be loving it then. He fucking loves anime now.
Yeah, I
Hey,
used to
Lexar.
watch all the Pokemons.
We're
He
gonna go
get
to
him a
Comic-Con
stripper
together.
waifu.
Gotta catch them all.
Mhm.
Me and Lex are
crabs, chlamydia.
New York Comic Con together. All right.
I
Yep.
thought you, yeah, but what are you gonna go shoot it up or something? You were just going on this big like tirade about it.
Don't
Look at
do
his
it.
AR-47 down there.
Instead of Comic-Con, we should go to some type of porn convention.
Oh god.
I am not going to somewhere a bunch of coomers are going to be hanging out, drenched in their own fucking bodily fluids.
Dude, I think
So
that would
what-
be. You don't think that'd be a good time?
Disgusting.
You hanging out with Lexar at like the
Tazo and takes
porn
our take
awards.
on porn awards.
And we're going to go to the AVN Awards.
yeah.
What the
Be
fuck?
like, gonna
I
be
think
me,
that would be
Lexar,
good.
and
I think.
Andy Dick will be hanging out together.
Yeah, I think you and Lexar would get along at that.
Yeah, we'll just be hanging out in the bathroom the whole time.
I say do it and put the footage on in your head.
Yeah.
Like correspondence for in your
That
head.
would be good.
I'll just meet Lexar down by that glory hole in
Oh.
oh yeah, you know where.
Oh,
42nd Street, you know what I'm talking.
You'd
Anyway,
be like, you know.
he knows. Who could
Hey,
his point?
Get that Matt Riddle treatment.
Mhm.
Check the live chat. Any questions here in the live chat? Bruce Kirksana. Hi, Incher. Hi, Jack. Would you give the name of your eBay store, man? I understand if you don't want to share it on air, but I like wrestler merch and would like to give you my monies. Well, just send me an email. Jack, IYH. No, what is it? Jack in your head at gmail.com or iwhitewrestling at gmail.com. And I'll let you know what I got. I actually haven't gone through all the wrestling stuff yet. So I just put on that one shirt as far as the wrestling. I like how Tazo and the JFK bullet path in his background. Excuse me. AEW's reportedly hired Michael Mansuri, who previously worked as a WWE's vice president of global television productions. The new hire is seen as a big acquisition for AEW. Your thoughts? Hell yeah. Fucking love Michael Mansuri. Huge Mansuri mark. How the fuck do I know about some guy who works backstage? Jim Cornette thinks AEW star Hangman Page was the biggest disappointment as world champ. Do you agree?
I've got to say, yeah. I don't think it was a huge disappointment, but he probably was the biggest one.
I agree with that. Yeah. What is funny to me though is he was a guy that Cornette loved and kept saying they should push, And now he's acts like he's like one of the worst people that's ever lived.
It just shows you anybody will turn on you.
I'm a big fan, but I don't know if it was him or the way they booked him. But
Yeah, the run wasn't good. But I mean, he had some good matches and stuff.
Dark Order.
His involvement with Dark Order was bad. I agree.
it's because they teetered it in the middle. He either needed to be with them or by himself. He probably should have been by himself.
Yeah, it really never went anywhere. I don't think he should have been with them. I never really understood the connection.
He kind of just slipped in when Brody passed away, and it took off online. So.
Fuck internet.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's good
Hey,
to say on an internet show.
He heard Dark Order. He's like, oh, yeah.
Gotta go, guys.
He's been
See
there
you
for an
later.
hour and he pops up to say he's leaving.
He was listening. He's like, holy shit.
He was sleeping.
He's gone 2 hours ago.
He went to sleep. He heard all the conversations about JFK and what else are you talking about?
Ed Farmer Burns.
Yeah, and the hanging gimmick.
Yeah, and jacking off.
Hmm.
All right. Just typical in your head bullshit.
All the wrestling.
Thoughts on these comments about Eric Bischoff thinking AEW could be a vanity project? Do I just say the same thing every week?
Yeah, basically. He's like, and fuck AEW because they won't hire me back.
Kirstie Alley passed away at 71. Rest in peace. Favorite films or TV show? Mine is Cheers. And Look Who's Talking.
I like Blind Date. She was good in that one.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's too bad she died, but I don't really have any like. I don't know. Cheers, I guess.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah, I have nothing against her. I just don't really. I mean, there's nothing that really stands out to me.
You never went to the actual Cheers bar?
No, I haven't, but I've actually walked by it several times in Boston. I don't know exactly where it is.
Did they know your name?
I've never gone in it. No. Yeah. Look. Oh.
You should go
Did
in
the
there.
people- Did the people walking out say, "Hey, Jack"?
Yeah, they're like, Jack! And they'll raise their beer.
There's a laugh
I
track.
don't drink, Lex. How am I going to go in there and buy some nachos or something?
I think they serve nachos.
They have food. Yeah, they do have food.
Duh.
Hey, sober Jackie Jones, can I remind you of something you said about one of your loyal fans, Dobbs Dean Mia, when you were in England?
I just saw Dobbs Dean Maya in England.
Do you remember what you said about him the first time?
I said, I think that man's fucking the best.
You said, he doesn't even drink. I don't know what I'm going to do with him.
But now I've seen the light. So me and Dobbs and Nikhil, we went to the bar. I had a sparkling water.
They had a couple of milks.
Dobbs had a lemonade. And Nikhil had an iced tea. Fucking rip that place apart.
Hardcore badasses.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Tazo,
a good
you
time.
couldn't dream of doing that.
I don't drink sunshine, so I don't know what the hell you're talking.
We didn't drink sunshine either. I said we had a lemonade, a sparkling water, and iced tea.
And then you sacrificed a couple of babies to Moloch. What's your
Good
point?
Oh,
Lord.
man.
They are the baby.
This is really, you're really upset. This is like just taking over your life.
Brother, it's everywhere.
This is worse
man.
than like a drug addiction.
Dude. If you
You
don't
could hear anything like, hey, I went down to the store and bought a carton of milk. And you're like, what the hell? Are you trafficking kids? What the hell?
That's right,
code
buddy.
for
the United States
Juan Epstein.
is basically the Fourth Reich. It's the United States of blackmail. So get it together, get it straight, Jack. It's not all fucking rainbows and
What you got against black males?
Yeah, what the hell? He's so fucking racist here.
I said, what? Take
What
it
the
easy,
hell?
Kanye. Take it easy. Kanye.
Alzo got off the crack to become a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I don't know which is worse. I think maybe you should just go back to the crack.
All I know is my third eye has opened up very wide.
Is that your
They-
butthole?
No, it's my third eye. It's not my butthole. You know, and they took that too. You know, that whole woke.
They
thing?
took your butthole.
Whoa.
No.
Where'd they
third
take
eye,
it?
They cover your,
How do you poop?
and then the third eye and then they took that whole woke thing and they took that and made that
What
their
the
own thing.
fuck are you talking about?
He doesn't poop. That explains why he's full of shit.
See, that's Incher. Incher's got the comedy gold. You think a fake Incher could come up with that?
Yeah, only a fake intro can make a good joke, actually. So
What? No.
the third eye, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, continue with this.
What are you fucking Brian Kendrick?
Oh,
He was hired. He was rehired.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
know. He'll be fired again when Vince comes back.
he? Yeah, because he knows.
It's
the
like I
truth.
thought I fired all these bullshit.
Vince
the
isn't
hell?
coming back. Didn't Vince just get like 2 more cases on his ass?
I don't know.
That fucking that piece of shit.
How imagine how would that look for the company if he just comes waltzing back in?
Oh, God, pal.
Someone's got to
I
take
missed
it.
anything? Well,
Do you
let's
think
do
that would? Do you think that would be good for the for the stocks? You think the stocks would go through the roof if Vince came back?
Yeah, don't say belt, don't say title, don't use all these words like wrestler, but Vince McMahon should definitely come. Right? That's the
Yeah.
logic
Mhm.
here. And that's the logic of America, basically.
Where the hell's my bearskin rug?
Mhm.
All right. Where were we? Question 2.
For
Thoughts
20.
on Pro Wrestling Illustrated officially announced that its PW Tag Team 100 list has been finalized and that the Usos are ranked the number 1. Yeah, I think they were champs all year, right?
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't really watch that, so they could have been. I have no idea.
Yeah. Serpentico has made AEW history. Monday's Dark Elevation episode saw Serpentico come up short against Lee Moriarty in singles action. This was Serpentico's 100th loss in AEW. Hell yeah.
I expected that to be a Peter Avalon record, not a Serpentico record.
Yeah.
Maybe a QT Marshall record.
Oh.
Christine McVie died from Fleetwood Mac. What's your favorite Fleetwood Mac song?
Probably Landslide. Not a big Fleetwood Mac fan.
The hell? Why you hate music? I like I mean it's the only one I can name off the top of my head.
Don't even you're Googling them right now.
What?
You have no idea.
Let's see. Just trying to rejog. Yeah, let's just go with that. I don't know.
Why you hate music?
Fucking
Whichever
love it.
one
I just
Nikhil said. That's the best one.
love every goddamn song of theirs. Favorite memories of William Regal in AEW. I like when he's hitting on Excalibur.
Are you kidding on him, trying to take him out?
What?
Yeah, to dinner.
Yeah, he was like saying he was gonna make him his snap, crackle, and pop.
Oh yeah.
Then he's
His
gonna
stuff-
open his third eye.
His stuff with Excalibur was probably the best.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been a big fan of his whole career, so I always enjoy him. Kevin Thorne, formerly known as Mordecai, appeared as a lumberjack on Rampage. What are your favorite Kevin Thorne and Mordecai memories?
Really like
When
that
he,
time he
left the
appeared as a
company.
lumberjack on Rampage.
I did like his short-lived vampire gimmick in the WWE CW when he had the chick with the big boobs.
Let me ask you this: is Kevin Thorne going to make you tune into Rampage?
Nope.
What about Dark?
Nope. I think that wasn't he one of the guys that like he didn't rape Jason Sensation, but he was the guy who watched the door while they raped him or something.
No, I didn't hear about this.
Eric Young apparently left Impact. He was killed off and will be going back to WWE Reform Sanity. Are you excited? No.
I'm intrigued.
I'm happy for him. I do like Eric Young.
Yes.
But am I like excited about this? No.
He's past his prime.
Yeah, I do I see this becoming anything? No. Dustin Rhodes revealed 2023 will be his last year wrestling. Which people would you like to see him face? I would have liked him to actually have a run at the world title. I don't know if you could do that now, but I think like around when he had that fight with the match with Cody, he probably could have.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him get some kind of push in a run of some sort, which they won't do.
FTW championship.
Maybe you could get the Lee Wayward. What was that women's belt they had on Rampage? It was like the Lee Van
Regina
Strauss.
DeWave.
Regina DeWave. Some total
What the
fucking
fuck
bullshit.
was that?
I was like, come on, I'm an AEW fan, but you're just like trolling me at this point. Matt Hardy and Ethan Page are reportedly responsible for an ongoing storyline featured on AEW Dark. Fire both of them. I don't even know what the rest of the question is, but Ethan Page fucking blows. I've never been entertained by him. And Matt Hardy, I used to really like, but he is so washed up and pathetic.
Oh, that's
Like,
bad.
He is the shits, and every storyline he's involved in is just horrible.
If there's two pointless roster members, that's definitely two of them.
The ongoing
Jeff Hardy's
storyline.
still on the roster.
Yeah, he was in the Battle Royal recently. That Matt Hardy.
Jeff Hardy's still on the roster.
Jeff Hardy. Yeah.
I thought they would have canned him.
Can't
It's
legally
weird.
fire him until he's out.
Yeah.
They just randomly make Ethan Page seem like he's a big deal. Like this tournament they had.
Yeah.
I know it's like, why? Why are you doing that?
Yeah. I don't know who thinks so much of this dude. The ongoing storyline has received positive fan feedback on social media so far. What is this? What is the storyline though? You just tell there's a storyline, but you don't explain what it is. It's like AEW.
Just picture Matt Hardy. What he's doing is he's being Matt Hardy, and that's the storyline.
Well, more stories get you to watch the YouTube shows.
No.
No, probably not. Will you watch Ring of Honor for $10 a month? I've actually thought originally no, but I think I might give it a shot.
Now, will you watch Dark for $10.99 a month?
No.
What about Dark Elevation?
No.
You
What
don't want to
about
watch
the dark side of
Pentacle?
Tazo?
Oh,
Hey, I'm out.
Good night, lightweight.
Not like
man.
so.
Man, what a bitch.
Don't beat off your mom's images, also.
Tony Khan responds to criticism regarding introducing new talent on AEW, for example, Shane Taylor. When I was a young wrestling fan, that was one of the things I liked about WCW Nitro. I think I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I agree with that part. I used to kind of like it when you would just see like random people on Nitro or WCW Saturday night. But it's like a different wrestling now. And the problem is they have so many people that you're not seeing. So it's like, do I want to see Shane Taylor like debut and then never see him again? And so many people they debut like there's something and then you never see him again for like literally months. That's
all gonna
not a good
change
thing.
at the Honor Club, $9.99 a month.
Like they made that they turned Sonny Kiss heel and put him with like that faction, and then like you've never seen it since. Like, what was the point of that?
He's main event in Dark Elevation. What are you talking about?
Fuck the Dark Elevation. Do you have any memories of WrestleMania 31 ladder match for the
Dark
Intercontinental
Elevation?
Championship?
No.
Mm-mm. I remember it was badass. No, I don't. Chris Jericho is announced to appear on Dynamite. Who will his next story be with?
Don't know.
CM Punk.
I'm sure it'll be good, whoever it's with.
Miro. Brian
Miro.
Kendrick.
Miro's like, I should have been the big guy in your group.
Yeah, he's like, I should have been the man with the purple hat.
I could wear the purple hat.
Brian Kendrick wants another in-ring run in a major company. Does he deserve another chance?
Nobody cares.
No, I agree. Tommy Dreamer says Impact attendance has risen due to Mickey James in the last rodeo. Will you start watching Impact? Hell yeah, old lady Mickey James out there.
Hardcore country.
Hardcore country. Bring it high to hell. Hardcore country.
Why do you have a random guitar?
I have everything ready handy here. Got a bone in case we need a human bone.
Are you a moon dog?
Jack's giving somebody the bone.
Oh.
And you the bone. You're looking all sexy.
Grab on and ride.
We got a trophy from when I was in chess club in the 6th grade.
Was this in 1928 on it?
Yeah.
Maybe,
1644.
You never know. You never know what I might need it. I got all kinds of shit around. Got a tie.
You got all this stuff out, but my gift's in a box somewhere.
What?
You said my Christmas gift was in a box.
Not down here. Not down here. I got a painting over here. I got this over here.
Pride flag. There we go.
That's gonna trigger Tazo. He's gonna come in and try to burn me up.
And Kanye Jackson over
I love everybody.
here.
Let's see.
Except you.
Chris Jericho has been announced to appear on Dynamite. We already did that one. Sorry.
Oh.
I saw him on Impact Twitter that they have a network which shows old TNA episodes from 2005 to 2014 that's updated every Thursday. Will you subscribe and watch it?
No.
Hell yeah. Oh, wait.
Hell yeah. I
I
can't
wouldn't
wait.
watch it if it was free.
You'll see some flying Elvises.
Or what was the group Vince Russo had? Sports Entertainment Experience. or something?
SEX.
Sex.
I heard Disco recently say that was the best thing he's ever been involved in. Like,
That might be
sad.
true.
No, Disco Inferno.
Will you watch Christopher Nolan's film Oppenheimer, which comes out next year about the Manhattan Project? Actually, yeah, I think that was good.
I'll probably watch it.
No one usually does good.
James Tesla wants to know, is Intra trying to pull an Elias Ezekiel deal with the beard and no beard?
I just didn't shave.
Damn, he's so fucking manly, can grow a fucking beard in no time.
Yeah. And why everybody's thrown off.
Yeah.
Yep. He doesn't need Vince McMahon to tell him to shave. And then he's like, oh,
Just shave
shit.
my head.
See?
Got to shave the face.
See it? See Tazo? You don't think it's him? He's got a bald head. The hell? What's that on your arm? Is that a burn?
It's fake. He's a fake. He's got a thing on his head. He's hiding his
He's got
hair.
an elf hat. Yeah, I know that's not real elf ears.
No,
I'm
under
not
the
a
elf hat.
moron.
I'm
Under
Jack's
the elf hat.
servant. I'm an elf. I'm Jack's
Yeah.
servant.
See, that proves he's entry.
Makes
He's my
cool.
servant.
It's like some state of the art CIA fucking math.
Is that a burn on your arm or a mole, or is that like a tattoo?
That's a tattoo, man.
What's that of?
Yin and yang. Yin yang. Sorry.
That's his third eye.
My third eye is anyway, right here, man. It's right here, man. It's right here, man.
Is that the only tattoo you have?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
How come you just stop there? Why didn't you do a whole sleeve?
Because everyone's got tattoos now. I actually even regret having
I
one
agree with
tattoo.
that. I agree with that.
Yep.
You should get a whole sleeve though. You got
Get the
skinny
face
arms. Ain't got
tattoo.
much
That's what
room.
you need.
Hell yeah,
I'm too old for that shit, man. I'm too old for that.
What?
That's for tattoos are for like bikers,
Cool guys.
Yeah.
and prisoners. You
How
know?
about this? What if you got a Headyverse sleeve? So you got like Jack and Incher and Goosey and Lexon, Jonathan Jackson, Vic Schiavone,
Holy
And
crap.
yay.
Yay, Geraldine.
Yay,
Bearded
Make sure I have
Incher.
a beard in it.
Yay looks like it would hurt
Whoa,
because it's like all
too Boku, like
lot
in
of-
Full Metal Jacket.
a lot of ink. Do I have to have 2 inchers?
What?
The real one in the face?
Double
Whoa.
Incher? You getting
Whoa.
DP'd by Incher?
Whoa.
Listen. I've got to work an extra shift at the pet store tomorrow. So
You gonna
So,
take some BBC big biceps cock?
Whoa.
here's what I'm gonna do, Jack. I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole
Whoa,
and I'm gonna
put
investigate
enough
this,
Inchers
this
into
guy-
that.
This guy
What?
over here.
What the
This
fuck?
guy. And I'm gonna put the hounds for the
The
case. here or
hell? Is this a
The
threat?
Hounds of Justice?
something. That's right.
You gonna break out the peanut
butter?
butter?
The Hounds of Liberty will discover who this imposter is, and we will bring Incher back from wherever the hell you guys sent him. Okay? Maybe you kidnapped. I don't know what happened.
No one sent him to the WVs. It's there.
I was making this out to be like the moon landing. Is it real? Is it not real?
That's exactly what I was like having flashbacks of. Like, did you guys? Is Nixon?
Everyone knows it was-
Like, you're
it's
gonna get a
the
phone call
moon's-
from Nixon now.
You know what? Forget if they land on the moon. The moon's not even real.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
that's
what do
my
you-
point. Well, I'm gonna go now, but I'm gonna do a deep dive on this guy, and I'm gonna make my contacts. I'm gonna contact my contacts over at the place there, and we'll figure this all out.
Have your contacts contact your contacts.
That's exactly.
Why do you wear
right, sir.
glasses if you have so many contacts?
This is all wrong, man. It's like I've stepped into through a mirror. It's like I went through my closet, and I
So
just
you're
came
looking
out.
at yourself?
Like I came out the closet.
About
Narnia
time.
piece of shit.
Yeah, they
Alright.
just passed the law. You can get married everywhere.
What? I gotta go do something about that. I'll see you later.
Bruce
Tazo-
says Fleetwood Mac
Tazo-
convinced my mom to do drugs. What were you saying?
I guess Tazo would never make it in the WV because his third eye is blocking him from shitting his pants.
That's right. That's right. You gotta get no eyeballs in the butthole.
Yeah.
It's always been Intra's motto.
Get pink out of that way.
Has it? And yeah, and you don't want no men don't wear pink.
That's right. Even in their eyeballs.
That's the sissy. Jonathan Jackson. Jonathan Jackson.
I like that guy.
Has any co-host been storyline fired during the show? Interesting. I don't believe so.
I think they killed off Barbie though.
Yeah, but that was a shoot.
Oh,
When was the last time you've done cocaine?
Straight it.
Right before the show.
Swearing
That's
off
how I
duty.
just all this energy.
that's all that's under this mask. It's just cocaine.
Yeah.
That's how Jack stays up through the Raw report.
It would help. He blows himself up though. Like he does the right report, and then he just like,
Ultimate Warrior for an interview. Just run into the ring. He's blown up by the time you get there.
With the enthusiasm.
he needs to do that when he's doing the right report. Just start shaking the laptop.
Fuck yeah, Austin Theory.
All kidding aside, no, I like Steven, but that show sounds god awful.
Yes.
Maybe he needs what Matt Riddle's doing.
I think so.
I
So
vote
what?
to suspend
Didn't
the
they give
highway.
him the okay to do his pot? So he's like, he just starts doing coke.
Now
Yeah,
you know
weird.
the rumors are true. It's a gateway drug.
It's very true. So
You
stay
just
off
see-
the weeds.
Did you see Steven injecting meth?
I saw you having those gummies. You're gonna start doing the cocaine pills next.
Yep. I'm graduating tomorrow.
Why don't they make cocaine gummies?
That's next on the market.
Oh,
Be like powdered gummies.
Yeah, be good.
Instead of sour, you get the cocaine.
Yeah, or like those little those dipsticks. You can just
Yeah.
just dip it in your cocaine.
like a Lickamaid?
Yeah, yeah. Do you think? How come they don't have any snortable candy?
I think all candy snortable.
Pixie, yeah, they got rid of Pixie sticks. You can't find them anymore.
Besides bad things for you, is there anything you just snort?
Pepper.
Like you don't snort like your like vitamins or anything. Do you think Vince McMahon wants to return because he's been watching Raw and SmackDown religiously and is pissed all the people he's fired are back and they rejected his sexual advances after they did that? Yeah, I think so. Either that or maybe he's just look at all these new people I can follow and harass.
Like so
Right.
much new talent here I can get rid of.
Yeah, exactly.
He's forgotten he's already fired him.
Yeah, well, I remember what's the guy, Festus? He said like he didn't even know who he was. He just thought he was like some new guy, even though he's been there like multiple times.
That's everybody though. Yeah.
I bet it is. Brian Matthew Clutter. If I say not all wrestling after the 90s sucks, am I a gatekeeper? Now that's a reference earlier. So I always get annoyed by people for lots of reasons, but a lot of horror people will be like, every movie sucks. It's like 1985. And so I just like, it's just annoying to me. People say there's lots of good horror movies since then. There's even this year is like, and so some people got like really mad about this. And one guy said I was a gatekeeper for saying that like I like modern horror movies. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, how dare you like things?
Then he blocked me. Can you imagine being so mad? Like you're like hating something is so important to you that not only do you need to hate it, you want other people to hate it. And if they don't hate it, you just block them.
That's the ultimate
Ultimate
proof right
fandom.
there. Yeah, it's like
absolutely hate what you're a fan of.
You're an asshole. Blocked.
That's why I blocked Dobbs DM.
What? You're a God-fearing man, and Jesus is all about forgiveness. I say unblock Dobbs. He's a good man. Turn the other cheek and forgive.
Can't do it. He deserves his ban.
He is a good man.
For life.
Mike Bessalas. Favorite memories of pork chop cash. And what is the best brand of sliced cheese?
What the fuck is pork chop cash?
No, black wrestler.
Oh,
I don't know, but he sounds delicious.
I bet he does to you, ain't you?
Over at the Racks.
I don't have any memories of him, but I know the name. I'm kind of pretty sure he probably was wrestling before my day. Although I don't know. I think he might have been like a job guy here. Yeah, he must have been a job guy like when he was old, because I see like him wrestling the Ultimate Warrior.
Favorite kind of cheese?
Sliced cheese.
Sliced cheese. So not like feta, because feta's like crumbles.
I like the smoked Gouda.
You're always talking about the smoked Gouda. God damn, fucking Gouda, Mark.
He loves smoking the Gouda.
Yeah,
Give
I
me
got
some
some
ghost
Gouda you
pepper.
can smoke, bitch.
White cheddar is good too.
The big black cheddar. That's what you really like.
Yeah. Famunda cheese.
I like Munster.
Mostly good.
I mean, I like it. Depends what you're using it for. If you're just like eating it, probably like a cheddar.
Yeah, just eating it right out the container.
Yeah. If you're putting
Come
it on
on,
like a burger, I don't think cheddar is particularly good on a burger. It doesn't melt
No,
too
it's
good.
not. You know you want to
Oh,
say
yeah.
mozzarella. You're
Who?
Italian. Mozzarella.
Well, I don't really consider that a sliced cheese. That's more like you shred it.
Just
Who does
surprising.
Luigi Primo think is the best cheese?
Maybe provolone.
Swiss is in the right circumstances.
I do not. I actually do not. I'm not a big fan of Swiss cheese.
Pepper jack.
I do like pepper jack.
Yeah, it's got its name in it.
Exactly.
Ghost pepper. You ever had ghost pepper?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of just stuff that's so hot.
Super hot.
I like stuff that's hot, but it still tastes good.
Yeah,
So
not
if you
just
do
for
certain things with it, but like the idea of having something so hot, it's just like it's like a challenge to eat. I'm not a big fan of that.
Just
All right.
screaming, oh, it fucking hurts.
I'm the fucking man. I had a friend who like would brag that like he'd eat this stuff so hot, like he'd like his ass would bleed. And I'm just like, that's not something to like brag, like to be happy about, or like, I don't think you're a badass. I just think you're stupid.
Woohoo! I have the raging shits, bro.
He's not a badass, he's a bleeding ass.
Yeah, it's really weird. I was like, okay, oh, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want blood stains with your shit stains when you go to the WB.
Yeah, that's where you draw the line.
Straight brown, no red.
All
Oh
right.
man.
I'm getting sleepy. We got Papacito calling. How come all these people that I understand spam is a big part of the internet, but they're always like trying to do like blankets and like these couch covers. Like, does this ever work? Like you go to like a wrestling Facebook group and you spam the group with ads for a blanket, and all of a sudden all the wrestling fans just like go and buy all these blankets. Like it can't ever happen.
Hell
Or the
yeah.
random ones like the videos of like the Asian kids fishing or some shit.
Yeah, like what is what do you gain out of this? I don't understand.
Oh no, actually you do. You don't necessarily gain anything from that group, but the more you share it, basically the original post gets views. So it's like this post has been viewed 16 million times because you shared it to 16 million groups. It's like,
What does that do
you're
for
a
you,
pro
though?
at this there.
it doesn't do anything. I think people just do it to. They hope that it'll go viral if they spam it, and most times it never does.
We gotta start doing that within your head. Just spam the shit out of in your head. Go and post it.
Yeah.
So
Go on like
everyone just fucking hates
ESPN.com
it.
and just put I watch wrestling.
Yeah, check out this video.
Yeah, so go and get the clip where we're talking about
It's
the
just
bone.
DJ Curly Bear.
Post it all over the place. Then everyone will check it out. They're like, "Holy fuck, we got to get these guys up."
But you got to keep creating new accounts, and because those eventually those accounts get banned. So
No, I've got plenty of.
yeah, there you go. So
All
just
right.
keep on doing it, and maybe hopefully one day.
Papacito, what do you think, Papacito? You think Intra's looking good with the beard?
He's a new man. He's a new man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm finally a man.
Oh, man.
Whoa!
He's not the
Little
boss
baby
baby
boy.
anymore.
The hell?
He's the boss man.
Man.
There you go.
He's the big boss man.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Hello.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
man.
Now you're a man.
Yeah.
What makes a man? Is it the woman in his house who just because she has big titties? All right. So
Does
what's
it
on-
hurt?
DJ Curly Bear song.
Yeah.
It's a theme from
Now you're a
Orgasmo.
man.
Man. Now you're a man.
Well, I got a little something for you guys. This is a top 10, but this is a quick one. This is a top 10 investment opportunities for Billy C. Since we're the NWA podcast, you know, these are like some investment opportunities he can do. You guys ready?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. Number 10, hair plugs. Number 9, timeshares.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I know he has
Number
plenty
8.
of those. I'm sure.
Number 8, pogs. They're making a
Hell
comeback,
yeah.
so pog that up. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna start a line of Pog NFTs.
Well, that's coming up. Number 7 is commemorative plates. You remember people used to have the commemorative plates of Elvis and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number 6, you could try signing Ice Cube. That'd be something.
Just like going up and signing his signature on Ice Cube.
He's the NWA, right? So
Could you sell like a sign?
Oh man.
You're just selling like a signed human?
Maybe. I don't know. You know, number 5 is actually NFTs. So there you go.
Yeah. That's what everyone's into now. It's the big craze.
Even though you don't hear
Crypto
about
and
it anymore.
NFTs.
Yeah, yeah. Number 4, fast women.
Whoa.
That's always a good investment.
You getting Lexar involved here? What the fuck?
I mean, like a female NASCAR? What are you talking about?
He's well, whatever that means to you. A car with a lot of miles on it, you know what I mean? Got a lot of highway miles on them, but
That's Lexar's kind of girl.
yeah, there you go.
But does she have a nice personality?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Obviously.
Tight ass.
Well, not if she's fast, you know. Well, maybe.
Yeah, she probably has a tight ass if she's fast.
Well, maybe, yeah. Number 3, he can reinvest in TNA.
Yeah.
Probably be an improvement.
Resurrect
Number 2.
Eric Young.
Yeah. Number 2 would be the lottery. You know, why not?
Why?
And the number, the lottery. He can just buy scratch-off tickets with his money. See if it happens. And the number 1 thing that Billy can do to invest his money would be invest in your-head wrestling. Boom, baby.
Boom. Does that mean we're the biggest flop there is?
Yeah.
Well, we're number 1, so.
Yeah.
It'd be a better investment than NWA.
That's right, true.
Hey, I'd rather give my money to Jackie Jones than Tyrus.
Do it up. That's what I want to hear. Yeah.
I was at speaking a little bit of everything. I was at the tapings for TNA, the Impact Wrestling, the Winter Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awesome time. I got to take a couple pictures with some wrestlers and stuff. I got to meet Alicia Edwards, which is
Oh,
she's
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. She is very, very cute. Like the camera doesn't do her justice because when you see her in person, you're like, oh wow.
You didn't do any Lexar, did you?
No, I'm just there to have a good time.
That's a good gentleman here.
Well,
Make
Lexar
sure
is
you
too.
take notes.
Yeah, I got a little interview with Josh Alexander. I got a picture with Josh Alexander, the world champion of Impact Wrestling. So that was real cool.
Nice.
I got to talk with Josh Matthews, who is actually a nice guy. He's just usually busy because he does a lot of stuff in Impact Wrestling. Like people think he's being douchey, but he's just like he's literally producing this match. He's producing that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll use that term, Uzi. So, you know what I mean? So he's just literally busy. I saw him do like 20 different things. So he's a busy guy, but he's a good guy. I had a really good time. Your boy was there, Johnny Swinger.
Johnny Swinger.
Johnny Swinger.
He's still
Pop of the
alive.
night. Pop of the night, brother. Pop of the night.
Yeah, they're probably excited. Like, holy shit, we thought this guy's dead.
I think Johnny Swinger and Buff Bagwell should make a tag team called the American Male Escorts.
Whoa.
Buff
Now,
is good.
like a tag team for your bedroom or like a tag team in wrestling?
Whichever.
What the?
That's some double team moves, French man.
It was a lot of fun.
American males, American males,
Escort.
American males, American males.
Escort.
You know, the TNA still got the same problem, bro, that they've always had for like 20 years. They don't advertise enough. So no matter how good or how bad it is, if people don't know about it, people can't go to the show. Just that simple.
If a
And if
tree
somebody
falls in the
goes-
woods.
Yeah, they don't advertise at all, really. Like, it's such a like it's almost a secret. Like, I went there and people were messaging me, "Hey,
Secret.
there's TNA's here." I was like, "Yeah, it is." They are what they are, and you know.
Oh,
And
you
there's
had a good
some other
time.
stuff. Yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it. I recommend anybody, like, a live experience in wrestling is always,
Oh yeah.
you know, that was good. And afterwards, I went to the Wawa to get a drink, and I ran into a bunch of the wrestlers there. And yeah, the only one that I think he doesn't like dealing with people is Sammy Callahan, because
Yeah, I met him. He's the real dick.
I was standing in line next to him, like buying a nice coffee, and I saw him with the wrestling shirt, but I didn't realize who he was just because during the show he got his head shaved because they do TV tapings for the next month or so, you know. And I didn't recognize him, and I thought he'd be a lot bigger, but he's Sammy's smaller than me, and I was like, damn, brother. But you know, it is what it is. And then he was with his old lady in the car, and I was like, let me leave him alone. You know what I mean? But it was fun.
I say just get right on in there with them.
Yeah, like how about them chicken fingers?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to work in a wrestling company in like a full capacity. That'd be awesome. But
No, yeah.
that's
Should have went and asked him for a job.
I heard Billy Corgan's hiring.
He might hire me as his investment manager. Now that he did it.
Do it up. First line of order. Invest in your head.
Exactly.
And
No,
beard
for what?
oil for insurance.
Start putting money in our pockets.
What kind of beard oil do you use, Insure?
I just grew it out. I haven't had time to purchase any beard oil, and I may just shave it off. So you know.
What? All right.
Yeah. I know I'm not as cool without it, but
You're the coolest.
we'll see. We'll see. Thank you. Not as lame this week as I usually am.
It is an improvement, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. You get some comedy gold.
Yeah.
Not talking about video game bullshit and baseballs.
Bringing in the West Virginia facts.
What? What the hell?
We share our pants. It's a fact.
That's true. All right. The day of the WV was last week. It's a big day. All right. Anything else there, Papacito? Because Jackie Jones is going to go to sleep.
Yeah, real quick. Two quick things. Number one, I saw an episode of Spaceballs, the show, and it is a lot worse than the movie. Just so you know. if you hate the movie, you're gonna like I don't know.
I don't
feel
hate
more-
the movie. I just don't think it's particularly good.
No, you're gonna like boil. Literally, your blood's gonna boil when you see the cartoon. It is the most unfunny thing you've ever seen in your life. And the other thing, I was watching some Jeff Jarrett, Stone Cold, that podcast thing that they did. Bro, talk about bullshit, bro. Like, nobody wants to take responsibility for anything or even admit that they don't like each other. But yeah, that was it, man. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. And,
Yeah, of
my
course.
thing.
It's always good to hear from you, Papacito.
You guys have a
Glad you
good
had a
night.
good time at Impact.
Awesome time.
Nah.
Rookie of the year coming up.
Hell
The Headies
yeah.
are coming up too. Gotta
Yeah,
get
we
ready
got-
for the Headies.
Yeah, Yay West. We got you. We've got Bruce Kirksena. We've got a lot of people vying for Rookie of the Year. You got Bearded Incher trying to get it.
For the win.
But, the Wayne brothers are trying to get it. But all right.
You guys have a good night.
You too,
Yeah,
you as well,
sure.
Papacito. I've been up since early in the morning. I'm very sleepy. So I've had a
Getting
great
old, Jackie
time, though.
Jones.
It's good
I
talking to the Headyverse.
I bring the fun.
You do bring the fun, Inch Man, Inch Dada.
Woo!
Yeah. What's the chia pet of? The chia head.
Mr. T. Where's it at? Mr. T.
Oh, Mr. T. All right, cool. You got a chia JYD up there. That's good.
Yeah, JYD.
I didn't know they
JYD.
made that. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get out of here. Is that a Moss Man on the third shelf?
Down here.
Yeah.
Moss Man, yeah, Moss Man.
Awesome. I'm a big fan of the Moss Man.
They staff somewhere. This little staff's there. Probably fell.
All right. We'll see you next week. Until then, the balcony is closed. You can listen to Without Your Head. You want to hear some horror stuff? Send me gifts. I'll open them live here on the show. Thanks for everyone zooming in. Thanks to the OIB. And we'll be back. Good night, everybody. Subscribe. Hit the bell icon, not the internet icon. Hit that icon, and you'll get a notification every time we're live and every time I upload a new interview or video. Share it with all your friends. Help spread the head. Let people know about this bullshit, and they will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Yippee-hoo.